It started with a message that didn't sit right with me. A 78-year-old pensioner had been sent an affiliate link, and he asked me a simple question. What do you think of this? The link itself led to a page asking for personal details before offering any real explanation of what the business actually was. No clear breakdown, no upfront transparency, just a funnel. Now, I want to be clear from the outset. I'm not suggesting that people behind this are doing anything illegal, but when someone is being encouraged to hand over their information before they even understand what they're signing up for, that's where I step in and take a closer look. Because that's how a lot of these systems start. Not with clarity, but with curiosity. Not with full disclosure, but with a process designed to move you forward first and explain things later on. So instead of going through the funnel as intended, I stopped, stepped back, and started investigating, looking at the structure, the messaging, the compensation model, and the actual experience someone goes through from entry to exit. And what I found raised some important questions. It's not about the system, it's about how these types of opportunities present to people who may not fully understand what they're stepping into. So, this is the sales funnel. This is the link. There's a great big long hoorah of a link at the top, and it goes off to the HBA.app. And the turnkey residential income system where 80% of every dollar comes back to you. Get your complete business system free overview. Get the writing gets smaller. AI helps close sales. Try it free on the next page. Oh, I've got to go to the next page. So first thing I normally do, I don't know about you guys, but you should do, is go to the bottom and I'm looking for their privacy statement. I'm looking for something about their terms and conditions. I'm looking for anything that doesn't make me put my name and my email address in that box. Because as soon as I do that, I haven't agreed to them. It says, it does have a wee statement down here. We will not spam, rent, or sell your information. Privacy policy. While I lie, I didn't see this yesterday. Maybe because it's in the light grey text and you can hardly read it. So if I did that yesterday, maybe I wouldn't have written the blog. And here I am. I found their privacy policy. And I've put all this into my research. And of course, like everybody, I'm going to go reading through this word for word, making sure it's all legit before I carry on. 6 points, choices, corrections, data requests. You can have your data. All this sort of stuff is here. So I didn't see that yesterday. My bad. But let me go back. And let's pretend I am now have no choice but to put my name and my email address in there. But because I know what I know now, I can actually probably put any name I like. I can put anything that looks like a valid email address and press gain access. Oh, we could not verify the email domain. So let's put Google. Google. There we go. Let's have a look. They've checked to see if the domain name is valid. And I'm almost in. Wait, there's more. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Almost there. You're almost in. We just need to confirm your email so that we can unlock your turnkey system walkthrough. Check your inbox and click the confirmation link. You'll get immediate access to the full system breakthrough, including how the 80% commission structure works. Check your spam or was it permissions? I don't know. If you don't see it in 60 seconds, the email you'll get an email from Paul Hutchinson. All right. So I'm going to get 80% commissions, 5 minutes setup, and 10 years of track record. Wow, this is just getting good. So anyway, I did this yesterday, I must admit. And then I received this email from Paul because I signed up with my name as Alex. I wanted to say thank you. You did. I did have a check. Was it? I'm going to read it because this is it all here.
I wanted to say thank you. You didn't have to check this out. You're busy. You probably have 100 things going on in your life, but you have an open mind, and you took a look. I truly appreciate that. So I made something for you. It's called the Residual Income Shortcut, and it explains why most home businesses fail.
Excellent. Now that's brilliant. You can click and read it here. Well, let's just carry on for a bit. And then, so I'm in the funnel now. I'm just going to get marketing emails like this for the rest of my life.
Here's why I wrote it. I spent over 20 years in the residual income world. I built teams. I hit big numbers. I also watched my income get crushed, more than once, by broken systems and broken promises. Those years taught me exactly what works, what doesn't, and why most people struggle no matter how hard they try. I put it all in this book. For the first time, I didn't hold anything back. This may offend some people, and to them I apologize in advance.
He's already apologizing in advance. So now I've already opened up the page and we'll go to that soon.
It's never my intention to offend anyone, but I have to tell the truth as I see it.
Oh,
so Alex, if you read one thing I ever send you, please make it this. Talk soon. Paul Hutchings.
All right, so it just gets better and better. So the first thing is he's told me to go to the same link. I've opened the link. It goes to the same place twice. But now we get the PS and the PS. And this is my first email on the sales funnel.
PS, in my next email, I'll share a bit of my story, including the years I spent living in a single wide trailer trying to figure this out, and how I finally broke through to a full-time remote income after years of banging my head against a wall. Super excited to share this with you.
Super excited.
Keep an eye out for my next email. PPS, if someone other than me invited you to look at this, and you're wondering why you're getting an email from me, instead of the person who invited you, read the book, and it will make total sense.
So all these systems are geared up for you to do all the work. These guys create these systems, and now what you've got to do is you've got to read, you've got to watch their videos. These guys tell me that they do 11, what do they call them? There's a fancy name for them. Keynote sort of videos each week. There is a fancy name for it, but they're knowledge. They've basically been alive for 40 something years, and they've been working for 20 years on making income, and they're going to share all their knowledge with you in these videos. And what you have to do is watch the videos and act on what they tell you, or it's going to be your fault that you don't want to continue paying the monthly subscription that you've just about signed up for. Okay. Alrighty. So let's get into this. So I'm not going to read everything because it's just overwhelm people with information stuff. But if you want to, you can pause the screen and you can read his book. It's a free book. Everything's free up to this stage. Part 1, the money problem. Part 2, the system problem. Part 3, the culture problem, money problem. And then it's part 1. So we're going to read about this. I believe, blah, blah, blah. And you can read all about this. And I'm no doubt, no offense to the author, I'm not saying, oh, look, income, here we go. So it all talks about income and monthly income. Let's have a listen.
That's freedom, income in your own hands. In a one-tier model paying 80% commissions on our full product suite, you earn $128 per customer per month, recurring. 10 customers, $1,280 per month, 25 customers, $3,200 per month, 50 customers, $6,400 per month.
Yeah, and as we got into the system, we found other graphs like this, and it's telling you about how much money you're going to make and how easy it is. But then they tell you that the average affiliate can expect to earn $328 with this business. And then as we get deeper into this, it tells you that you must be in the system to promote the system. So you have to pay whatever it is per month to have the privilege of selling their stuff. And I'm definitely not into sales funnel. Now, yesterday, I don't think I got to this screen when I signed up. I think it must have thought my email address that I've just signed up for here was a bit dubious. But I did request to have my account shut, even though I didn't open an account, and I got nothing. And I'm going to show you all the bits and pieces. They've got a lot of documentation, which I found hard finding at the onset. Their privacy policy, everyone's got one of those. That's great. Thank you very much. And so you're probably wondering who's behind it all. Their terms of service, last updated 2026, January 25, 2026. They're doing everything right. It's really, really cool. And then start the videos. And I'm already exhausted. I'm looking at this thinking, if I want to educate myself, I just have to bury myself in this knowledge base that these guys have collected over 20 years, and they just want to share it to you. And you're getting, amazing stuff.
An amazing, low cost, high value, high residual payout product that people love. It's a personal productivity tool that works on both desktop and
I didn't hear anyone telling me they loved it, to be honest. I'm just taking his word for it.
Mobile, and comes loaded with tons of super cool features like goal setting, digital vision board, daily task planning, habit tracking, and more. And the best part, it pays $8 residual for every referral. And because it's only $10 a month, it's a really hot seller. I'm going to turn you over to Mike for a short demo so you can see how cool this is for yourself.
I can show the phone and the desktop version at the same time. And just so you're aware, there'll be a button below this video at any time that you want to just get started.
That's great, guys. So who are these guys behind it? Well, I did a bit of research. First of all, I started up, I put them in my database where I look at who these guys are. Mike Hops, he's got his own website, and you can read about Mike Hops. Looks like something designed from 1970 at first glance, just saying. There's a few errors here, which we can see, which doesn't inspire confidence. And to find out who Mike is, well, you just had to go to whoismikehops.com, and you can read to your heart's content. And what I was looking for when I started this investigation is they make a whole lot of claims about how they've given to charity. And we've got confirmation back that they have given to charities and they are doing good things in the community. But there's so many things about this business model that I personally, and it's just my opinion, don't like and don't agree with, especially when I was trying to exit the platform that I never signed up for in the first place. So I'm not going to go through all this, but tips, it's all about making money. Everything they do is about making money, and I think they've figured out how to make money for themselves. So let's not go down that rabbit hole too much. I did find Mike's Hops YouTube channel, and he did publish something 3 weeks ago. So what I did first,
videos, I'm able to go online.
So got some really exciting things to show you tonight. And my main job is to introduce my business partner, who is the host for this evening. His name is Mr. Mike Hobbs. And I've known Mike since about 2012.
Everyone's got a personal story. When I was living in a caravan with Auntie Mary and I didn't know where my next meal was coming from, all this sort of stuff I've heard multiple times from people. I mean, and when I see people in a Zoom meeting, I accuse this guy of being doing multi-level marketing. He comes back and tells me they're doing affiliate marketing. I can see here, I presume this is Zoom, and Zoom don't let people use their services for multi-level marketing. I did ask them in the email, didn't get a response about using Zoom for multi-level marketing because he claimed that they're not doing multi-level marketing. It's affiliate system and there's no multi-level part of it. So there's nothing really they're doing wrong. So then I thought about it and I thought, well, what about ethics? And what about misleading people? What about telling people that, that we pay 80% residual commission? Because this whole hype and this whole exciting thing that he's delivering to you is telling you basically that if you follow their systems and sell their digital products, that you are going to make yourself a living that you would only dream about if you hadn't met Paul. So that was Paul's YouTube channel, and I had a look at that and I thought, oh, yep. And I just couldn't leave this one alone. Then I found his website, and once again, he's going on about downline how I made 128 customers, no team needed. So that's meaning he's not doing multi-level marketing, but he sold this platform going by this line here to 128 customers. And he's received a commission along the way. And it's meant to be a passive income. There's nothing passive about selling stuff to individuals, because passive means you're sitting back having a cigar with your feet up on the table doing nothing. But this is aggressive. You have to be quite aggressive here to sell their packages. So you can go through their websites. I haven't linked to all the websites, but if you really want to, Paul Hutchins, paulhutchins.net. Wonder who got the .com, just out of curiosity. Hope it's not a naughty site. I'll get myself in trouble. Almost there. Almost there. This is already upload your website and get started. Well, maybe he's going to start a website if that's probably not his domain name. He didn't say it was his domain name. But once again, you get to their website and all I see is clickbait videos to me. You know, and this is all about income, all about keep pushing, raw, 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 raw. And look at me, I've got a microphone in my hand, I'm standing on a stage, and, you know, like I said, there's nothing wrong in what they're doing, you know, but it doesn't resonate well with me because I believe it's misleading people. And this graph here does look like multi-level marketing to me. It may not look like multi-level marketing to you, and it may not be multi-level marketing, but when you have to put FTC disclaimers under your graphics and explain to people that the average affiliate earns $328, you know, things start to change. And there was another interesting statistic which I did add into the website because, and I'll explain that in a few minutes, but I'm just going to get rid of some of the stuff. But I did want you guys to sit here and watch one thing, and that was if you've had enough of this and you want to leave the platform, how you go about doing it. So this is the page where you can cancel your subscription. Let's put that on the screen and go across the top. Now, these guys are in Salt Lake City, and anytime somebody tells me they're in Salt Lake City, I think, and they said they had 6 children, I think Mormons. And because I was brought up a Jehovah's Witness, it does give me flashbacks. But look, this is what you have to go through, and we won't go back to this after we've done this. Please watch this video to learn exactly how to cancel so you won't be billed again. Okay, so I have to watch this video so I don't get billed again. And when you get down to here, it says click here to cancel your subscription. If you have 2 subscriptions, be sure to cancel both. Click the green button above. Enter your customer email you used to pay with. Okay, I think I know. Yeah, okay. Click the secure link and then it will send you an email. And the funny thing about this, it tells you that you have 5 minutes to click the email. So when I click this, I use the email address that I used yesterday, which I don't know if I can get in a hurry. Oh, I might be able to. 1 minute, please, caller. What have we got? Copy email address. So put your email address in here, right? And I click send magic link. So I can't log into the system. Well, you might be able to, but this one here says I have to now wait for a magic link. So I waited for 10 minutes thinking, surely it must be coming now. Surely it must send me an email saying, we don't have you in our system. No, you just sit here looking at this box for 10 minutes of my life. I'm never going to get it back. So anyway, I decided to be a cheeky monkey and I used the 78-year-old guy's email address who told me to have a look at the system because I thought, well, maybe he had an affiliate link, which meant when you listen to their videos, which I don't recommend doing, they tell you that you should be in before you promote it. So you've got to be paying the $160 a month to be in, or maybe the $25 a month, whatever one it is, before you can actually promote it, which I think is called pay to play, maybe? Could be wrong. Just my opinion. Do your own research. Anyway, I got sick of looking at this box, so I decided to watch this video.
Hey there, my friend and fellow Freedom Crusader. This is Paul Hutchings and Mike Hobbs. We're the co-founders of the Home Business Academy. And we just wanted to say thank you so much for being with us in the Academy up to this point. We really appreciate it. Also, right below this video, you'll find the steps to cancel your membership. And if you stick with us for just a couple of minutes, at the end of this video, we're going to show you in this video how to cancel so that you can be sure you won't be billed at all in the future. But before we do that, we wanted to just talk about a couple of things. There are a few reasons that people cancel. And to be perfectly honest with you, if there's any way that we can help you get the
when anyone ever says to be perfectly honest with you, it is like saying all due respect. And anything that comes out of your mouth after you've said all due respect is normally crucifying somebody. But to be perfectly honest with you, if every person I know that's in the multi-level marketing or affiliate industry said to me to be perfectly honest with you, normally it would insinuate, normally they're not. Just saying.
The result that you want to get the value from our products that you originally joined for, that for some reason maybe you feel you haven't gotten, we would really, really...
What reason would that be? Maybe you didn't sit there and watch the 11 keynotes they do every week.
love to do that. So we just wanted to talk about these things for a couple of moments, and then we'll show you how to cancel and wish you the best on your future journeys. Before we do that, I did also want to mention that one of the reasons sometimes people decide not to continue with their membership is they just have fallen on hard times and feel like they can't more. And that's your base, and we should invest in the future. The second reason that sometimes people cancel, as I mentioned, is that they feel like they didn't get the result that they originally joined for. It's very common. You have a goal, you have a dream, you have a vision, something you want to accomplish, and for whatever reason you haven't had that manifest yet. And so it's understandable that you don't want to continue. And so again, if Mike can help you get that result that you wanted, we'd love to invite you to stay with us. So Mike, how do you think we could help someone get that result if they haven't gotten the result up to this point?
Yeah. So the first thing is, just so you all know, we all have goals, right? You have a goal. You joined HBA for a reason. And whether that be make more money, maybe you just wanted to use the products. I know when I first joined a business in 2007, I joined the business and they had a conference call once a week. And that was it. And we literally got on this call. There was no personal interaction. There was no community groups. There was nothing for me to plug into. So one of the things when we started HBA, we wanted to be the change that we wanted to see in the home business industry. So we wanted to actually create a community that was there for people. You could actually plug into, ask questions, get the help you need. So one of the most powerful things that we do is we have a community. We have a Facebook community where you can ask questions to people 24/7 because there's people all around the world. We have a Telegram community where we can interact with each other every single day. But the best part of our...
Don't leave the platform because they have a Telegram community. Everything on Telegram, I would never be in a Telegram community. I'd probably be in a WhatsApp community, but that tells people your phone number. But yeah, they've got a Telegram community, so don't you leave. And you haven't been asking, in here, they tell me that you haven't been asking other members questions. So they're not going to always be there by the sounds of it, but you can go into the Telegram group and you can talk to other people who are trying to get this platform to work for them. And that's one reason why you should stay.
Community is the people that you can hang out with live every single day. So how many masterminds do we do every week, Paul, for the community?
11.
Masterminds, that's the word I'm looking. They do 11 masterminds. 11 masterminds for you, and you are so ungrateful. Oh.
Yeah, 11 live masterminds. Yep. And a lot of people in the community don't know this, that we're literally live 11 times a week.
They're live 11 times a week. They're nearly as bad as me.
Every single week. And the sole purpose that we do that is to be available for people, to help them. Sometimes people join our company.
We're just trying to help you guys.
And they don't realize that there's all of this.
They don't realize, they don't know that we've been doing this. They've been in the program, they've been paying our monthly subscription fee, and they haven't realized that we do 11 masterminds per week.
Help, where you literally have people who have achieved great results showing up every day, just waiting for someone to ask a question.
Literally, we have people in our system that have received great results. We do. We have people in our system that have received great results.
For someone to say, hey, this is my problem. This is where I'm confused. This is why we show up to help people.
And if you're just wondering, maybe you didn't see that we had these masterminds, let me just show you exactly where they're at. So when you log into members.thehomebusinessacademy.com, you can actually click up here on the affiliate zone. And then when you get to the affiliate zone, under video 2, you can plug into our communities right here, and it'll just pull open this page right here. You can join. We have a video showing you how to access all the communities. And then for our live masterminds, if you go over to the FAQs section and scroll down to, so what's the schedule for the community events? You just click on that.
So welcome to ChatGPT, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing I haven't asked ChatGPT lately that hasn't produced me fantastic content. You don't actually need to sign up for this course and do all this sort of stuff. It literally breaks
down exactly where everything is at for the entire week.
Oh, look, they have got a live meeting. What have they got? They've even got replays. So that's interesting. We should have a look at those.
So it's right there in your back office, easy to plug into and start plugging in. And that's the beautiful thing is you can come to these Zooms and ask anything. We have even helped people with their funnels, with the things that they're having technical issues with. You can bring those to us live as if you're working one-on-one with Paul or I. We literally will log into your funnel builder. We will fix the issue right there on a Zoom.
So I started doing online courses. That's how I started my YouTube channel, and I used to use Podia, and it was pretty cool. And then an acquaintance of mine started using funnels, sales funnels, and I've never seen anything work with a sales funnel. And in here, they tell you that they will help you set up your sales funnel. So if we go back, I'll see if I can find it. We're going to go back to, where is it? Where's our 87-year-old guy? He's typing. Hello. How you going, mate? See you in there typing. He's trying to find me. My 78-year-old friend is trying to find me something that's legitimate because of we did a video about him yesterday and it was quite funny. And so now he knew this one wasn't He didn't feel this one was legit. And I'm not saying it's legit, but when you get to a page like this, oh, it's not even it. Login. Trying to find the link, the magic link that he sent me, hoping that I'm going to sign up. And even if you sign up with this link, here it is. So you sign up with this link and you watch the video, and it tells you that you don't need to do anything other than get somebody to this page. And then from this page, they will take over. They've even got in their conversation here, which I've lost now, they tell you that their system is so awesome that once you send somebody to that link, it will just take over and you won't need to do anything because the AI system is just so that clever. Are you sick of this sort of stuff, guys? I am, just saying. But anyway, let's have a quick listen.
You can't get that in any company, in any business that I know of, unless you're spending thousands of dollars for personal coaching or something. So it's pretty powerful.
Yeah. So if the reason you're looking at not continuing your membership is because you got stuck or you got confused or you didn't feel like you could get answers to your questions, we're just here to say that we truly, truly, truly want to help you. And if we can help you and that can make a difference and you maybe having a different perspective and realizing that, hey, maybe I can make this work and maybe I can actually get the result that I want when I get some of this help that maybe I hadn't had in the past, we would love to invite you to give us another chance and stay with us and show up for our masterminds. And we will, again, do our very best to help you get to where it is that you want to be. The third
Remember, you just come to this video and you want to figure out how to stop getting charged per month on your credit card. And we still have to listen to this.
reason that sometimes people decide not to continue with their membership is they join and they don't realize the value of the products that they actually, below this video, you'll find the steps to cancel your membership. And sometimes people decide not to continue with their membership is they join and they don't realize the value of the products that they actually bought.
Do you realize what they're doing with this type of talk? They're actually putting all the onus and the success back on you. They're telling you that they're trying to preach to you so you don't go to your credit card company and go and get a chargeback, that you have missed the value of what they are offering you. And we're not even halfway through yet, ladies and gentlemen.
Sometimes people join and they never log into the Funnel Builder or they never go through the training in the Funnel Builders Academy or Premium. They don't realize how valuable these products are. So we're not going to go into great detail, but just super fast, our Funnel Builder is $25 a month. It pays a $20 residual income, which is unheard of in the affiliate marketing and really even in the world at large, where you can refer one customer and have your product nearly free and refer two customers and be in profit. And aside from the affiliate aspect, the product itself, Mike, would you say that?
So it's about recruitment, guys. What are we going to teach you guys? We're going to teach you guys how to recruit and make money and sign people up for our sales funnel. But what was that business that you had? What was that dream that you want? Or are you in business? Are you in business and you're struggling to find the edge to get customers? These guys, do they show you that? Well, no, they're too busy telling you how much you're going to get if you sign up for their platforms.
$25 Funnel Builder, how valuable would you say that product really is for someone who's actually logged in, used it, knows it, understands it, to someone who doesn't?
Yeah, well, before HBA was even in existence, I was paying $97 a month for another funnel builder tool, and HBA wasn't even around. So this was an actual retail product that I was paying for every month to promote and sell other things on the internet. And so the fact that we are 4 times less cost than that, and we have features that funnel builder does not have. In fact, if you did not know, our product, let me just show you, our actual membership area, the products we sell, everything is in here. So if you, these little tabs at the top, that's a menu bar in our funnel builder. Every single thing, every single element is editable, easily done inside of this builder. Even the templates you get, it's like some people join and they don't even realize that you can edit all of the templates we give you. So the pages that we give you outside of the box, we try.
Yeah, but it's getting people to use these sales funnels is the problem. And generating a community that's going to click on that button and sign up for whatever you're offering is the problem. And these guys, if you looked at their YouTube channels, which I did actually have open, these guys' traffic on their videos aren't that amazing. So let's go back to their YouTube channels. Now I know how hard it is to get people to view your channel and to get people to view your videos. Now this video will probably only get about 150, 200 views in the next 24 hours if I'm lucky. I've been busting some big scams lately, and some of those have get 3, maybe 7, 800. One of the scams I did the other day got up to 6,000 so far, and that's the biggest video I've had probably all year. But these guys are claiming that their courses are teaching people how to over-market themselves, be better business people. And if you look at the traffic, so we've got 151 views 3 weeks ago, 308, 774, 800, 145, 380. And this one's a year ago. This 800 one was 11 months ago. So you come down here and you look 7 months ago, 308, 110 views a year ago. These guys' YouTube channels, in this one here, he claims that he's got 1,209 subscribers, which is actually really healthy number of subscribers. You click on these links down here and you get all the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter stuff. you know, and the good thing about these guys, they responded to me within 24 hours after giving them a writer reply. I just wanted to know if they could answer some of my questions. I thought it was quite relevant. So that's Mike's. And then if you go to Paul's, you'll see Paul's got, I think, 1,600 subscribers, and he's done 588 videos. And if you look at his videos, he did one 13 days ago, and it's had 271 views. 2 weeks ago, 252 views. A month ago, 155 views, 130 views, 300 views, and 2 months ago, 432. So that's a modest number. I mean, my videos, I'm not having a pissing competition with these guys, but what I am saying is he's using clickbait as much as he can. He's really trying to get his, he's telling you that they have got the ultimate system. You can sign up for this platform and you follow their process. And then if you don't want to carry on, you need to watch a 13-minute video and they will tell you how to shut your account down with them. And then they're telling you, make sure you click both buttons because you'll keep getting charged.
Try to help you and get you started, but you can edit the pictures, you can edit the text, you can edit every single thing on these pages for 25.
It's all back on you. Everything that you have to do. If you don't like the way they've designed these pages, then you can edit them and do what you like. But, and I have to keep listening to this because it's
so if by chance you are one of those people that has not logged in, gone through the training, used the tool, attended the masterminds, experienced the magical community that we have, we would just love to invite you to consider sticking with us just a little while longer and give yourself the opportunity to do that. Your dreams are important, your goals are important, your freedom is important. And after being in this type of a business, growing residual income for over 20 years combined, we've never been a part of anything in our entire lives that is this good. And yes,
they're quite young, so they've been doing this for 20 years. That's probably quite valid.
Started the company, but we started it to be the change. So we're constantly doing everything we can to make it the best thing out there and to make it
And this is what I've seen with other people who especially are running multi-level marketing. I'm not saying these guys are, but because they have put their blood, sweat, and tears into everything they're doing, that merits them, basically, I believe, taking advantage of people, which is unreal. Anyway, when we get to the end, it's a real easy process, which I do believe if they want to improve this, because we're all looking at becoming better versions of ourselves, it would have been nice if you played this at the start. And then it just told people
how to cancel if that's what you want to do. There'll be a green button below this video. Click that button. It'll take you to the customer hub. And then you'll just put the email address that you used to purchase your products. You put that email address right here. Then it'll give you an email. They'll send you an email with a secure link to the back office. So the email will look something like this. It'll say your one-time access link. It'll have a link like this. You'll just click on that secure link. And then it'll expire after 5 minutes. So you got to make sure you do it right away. And then it'll take you into a back office like this where it'll show all your different subscriptions. And so you'll want to click on this red X if you want to cancel.
Now, the interesting thing about this system, when I got their email, they said they were co-founders of the platform they're promoting. And the way he's saying they will, I don't know why he's talking about they will, if it's their system. So that terminology to me would allege that they may be using somebody else's system and then maybe they've white labeled it. I don't know. But the terminology he was using just here he's talking about a third person. You don't talk about they will when maybe he's got a development team who does all this. Who knows?
Make sure you do it for every subscription that you have. And then right here, the blue one is updating.
So you've got HBA Premium, and you're paying $125 US for that monthly. And then that either comes with, or I don't know whether you can buy these packages single or together. Now, funnel builder programs, I've used them and I've paid. I haven't used my partner has used them, and some of them are very expensive. Some of them are up to $300 a month. So, but I just don't like the sales pitch. I'm not any good at sales because if I'm going to throw something down your throat, I will tell you the worst scenario, not the best scenario. And I believe these guys use the best scenario to the average user, the 80-20 rule, perhaps I could be saying.
Card. So if you want to stay a member, you just need to update your card. You can update your card right here. So you click that, and once you have completed it, it'll say canceled right here underneath your subscriptions, and you are on your way. So that's how easy it is, and you can do that yourself. You don't even have to contact support.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. And the last thing that I want to say on behalf of Mike and our whole community, if it is that you're going to click a button
12 minutes later
and cancel and not stay with us, I do just want to give you a heartfelt thank you. Up to this point, we've been able to help provide almost 200,000 days of meals to kids in need throughout the world.
So there you go, the guilt trip now. He's claimed that he's given out, did he say 200,000? I'm sorry to go back, but what was it?
And you helped us to do that by being with us for whatever length of time you were with us. And for that, we are truly community. If it is that you're going to click a button and cancel and not stay with us, I do just want to give you a heartfelt thank you. Up to this point, we've been able to help provide almost 200,000 days of meals to kids in need throughout the world.
200,000 days of meals, 200,000. So they obviously have put a clock on how many days they've been in operation, and they support these organizations. So he just said something that sounds like 200,000, but he said 200,000 days of meals. I'm going to listen to that again, but sometimes you listen to this terminology they use and it's not quite clear, but they're using clever terms. And let's just have a quick listen to this again. I'll even slow it down because I am actually curious to actually listen to that statement to see if he's exaggerated it. And that's what I'm getting at.
So you click that, and once you have completed it, it'll say canceled right here underneath your subscriptions, and you are on your way. So that's how easy it is. And you can do that yourself. You don't even have to contact support.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. And the last thing that I want to say on behalf of Mike and our whole community, if it is that you're going to,
if you really are going to leave us and make the kids starve,
click the button and cancel and not stay with us, I do just want to give you a heartfelt thank you.
Heartfelt thank you. But if anyone in their right mind would actually call this a guilt trip. So here we go. Let's listen to the heartfelt thank you guilt trip.
Up to this point, we've been able to help provide almost
Up to this point, before you wanted to leave us,
200,000 days of meals to kids
200 days of meals. Right. So let's work that out. 365 days, 5 years, they've been donating they've been given a percentage of what you pay to feed these starving children. So, big numbers, and you have just made another child starve by leaving this platform. And don't worry, there's a little bit more push here yet.
in need throughout the world. And you helped us to do that.
You helped us. You helped us feed those children. And now you're leaving us because we didn't deliver what you thought we would.
By being with us for whatever length of time you are with us. And for that, we are truly grateful.
Truly grateful. Read between the lines.
And also, if you decide to leave and go elsewhere,
if you decide, I've already left the building, Elvis is gone.
We also do hope that you'll continue to go for your dreams.
Continue to go for the dreams. And we're sorry that we didn't help you do that with our system, even though it's the best system, the best value, and we're giving 80% of our turnover away.
Continue to work on building a life of freedom for yourself. Don't give up on yourself.
Don't give up on the children.
You can change strategies from time to time. You can quit things from time to time.
Like you can come back. Please come back and feed the children.
Like this. But one thing we'd really love to invite you to do is to...
And notice the teddy bears on the bookcase. And I was looking at the bookcase and I think, that's a real shitty bookcase. I mean, we don't want to see an oak one, do we? But look at the bookcase. It's got a bench shelf because it's got so many books on it. And it's got 2 teddy bears on it and a couple of awards. This gets better and better. I wonder what books. I'm reading the book titles.
Never quit on yourself and
never quit on yourself.
Never quit on your dreams. So that's it. Love you. Thanks for being with us, and hope to see you on one of our live masterminds if you decide to stay.
If you decide to stay. I don't know about you guys, but anyway, that's just that. When I saw that video, I get filled of, I'll say it, hatred. I just can't stand those guys. So I've come up with my picture. I've looked at the levels, and it's not really multi-level marketing. So I need to change that graphic, actually. I did put it down to recruitment, but it did look like a pyramid. So just from my perspective, when I was doing my research, I got this graph here, and I saw 2, 10, 25, 50, 70, 100. And I'm looking at something but I got it wrong. This is residential comp plan illustration. So this image may be a bit misleading, but it did to me look like recruitment. And it doesn't have levels. So I may correct this image. But whatever it is, when I first looked at it, I thought this is multi-level marketing. But let's read and let me tell you about what I really believe it is. How do I pause that video? There it is, done it. All right, so this is where we get to actually break down what I've actually investigated about this company. Now, if you were asked to trust something, a system, before you even know what's behind it, you're not being offered an opportunity. You've been offered a sale. You've been led into a sales funnel. And it's like, when you've got that insect in the sink and you pull the plug out and it goes down the plug and you're trying to stop it going down the plug and it's going around and around and around. It's really hard once you get one of those sales funnels. So I'm going to get the computer to read this. We might not read the whole blog, but you'll get the gist of it.
Before we get into the detail, You need to understand something very clearly. This blog wasn't written off speculation or assumption. It started with a real inquiry from a 78-year-old pensioner who was sent an affiliate link and simply wanted to know whether the opportunity behind it was legitimate.
I don't have your YouTube channel. I just warned you against using my name and anything to do with that platform that I shared with you yesterday, as I have nothing to do with it or intended to have anything to do with it. I was merely shared. It was merely shared to me through a private message in the USA. This old fellow is well connected to multi-level marketing opportunities. No, that's cool. I'm just going to send him a voice message. G'day, mate. Yep, I understand that. It was just the link you gave me did have an affiliate link tied to it. And I thought, here he goes again. But no, I fully understand that you were not promoting that to me. You were literally asking me whether it was the real deal or not. Now, I am doing this live, so you can tune in and listen to the rest of the video if you want. Have a great day, mate. See you, Paul. All right, it's my best mate now. The link led to a basic sign-up page asking nothing more from me but my name and my email, little context about the company, the product, and what I'm actually stepping into. That alone raises questions. So these are the sales funnels that are produced by these two guys. These two guys are providing a sales funnel. So it's not like, how do I say, let me just go back and grab that again. So this is part of their sales funnel platform. I don't know why I need to shut these down. Maybe next time I'll keep it open. Now this one here. So if I go to there, so this is what I got. And this is what the whole argument is about in this whole conversation is I landed on this page. Somebody is going to get a commission if I sign up here and pay for something. And it's not multi-level marketing, even though my picture might have the wrong image on it. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Let's have a listen.
Because legitimate businesses typically make it clear who they are and what they offer at the point of entry, rather than requiring users to move through a funnel before understanding the full picture. So instead of following the process as intended, I stepped back and started digging. Using open source intelligence, direct testing of the funnel, and analysis of publicly available material to trace everything back to the Home Business Academy and understand how the system operates.
So imagine going to a place thinking you're going to get food and you get the menu in front of you and it says, ready to eat, put your name and your email address and proceed. And you're going, but I'm a vegan or I'm a vegetarian. I only eat meat. I have allergies. And they're saying, we need your name and your email address before you come into this restaurant.
This matters because what you're about to read is not just a surface-level review. It's a breakdown of a polished, structured, and carefully engineered system designed to feel simple, supportive, and legitimate, particularly to people who are new, curious, or looking for a straightforward way to make money online.
Who doesn't want to make money online? I know I do. Put your hand up, put a 7 in the chat room. What makes it effective?
People aren't entering this thinking they're taking a risk. They're entering because they believe they've found something safe, stable, and already figured out for them, a system they can plug into and follow. But the deeper you go, stepping outside of the funnel and examining the structure, the pricing, the commissions, the terms, and even the cancellation process, the more the narrative begins to shift.
Now, imagine you're paying I've forgotten what it was now, but $160 a month. Oh my goodness, was it $160 a month? Yeah, it was. So so somebody had these subscriptions. So we've got $150 a month. Now you're paying $150 a month, and you suddenly realize that 80% of what you paid goes off to an affiliate. So now they've put a value on what they're doing of $20 and $25. Is that right? I think it is. Yeah, I think that's right. $25. So they're selling you a system that they reckon is fair value to run their company and do everything they meant to do. They only need $25. The rest of that money that you're paying is being given away to people who get people to sign up for it. Am I right? Have I got the maths wrong? Put your comments in the comments section. But I believe that they're inflated the price of whatever they're selling by 4 times, and they're giving it away to the person that pushes somebody into their system. That is not right, because the clean design, the confident messaging, and the promise of done for you success, there is a system that raises legitimate questions. There is a system that raises legitimate questions about transparency, sustainability, and who it actually works for. I'm not going to read it today. I'm not really a good reader. Most days I'm
And
not.
once you see how all of the pieces connect, one thing becomes very clear. This doesn't just deserve scrutiny, it demands it.
So the hook, 80% commissions and residual income while you sleep. Okay, then, how does that work? So what you're going to do, so in their videos, if you go through the laborious task of watching them, they tell you they do everything for you. They have an AI bot. They answer all the questions for people. They design everything for you. But what they don't do is they don't send people to the funnel. That's your job. All right, you got to do something for your money. So, but 80% commission sounds really good. Residual income while you sleep. I'd love to see people sleeping in bed. So you sign up for their platform. First of all, I think you've got to be a user of their platform to be able to sell it, or you should be a user of their platform to be able to know what it's all about. You endorse them, and then you can be, while you sleep, at the center of the pitch is the number one. So the center of their entire pitch is one number, 80% commission. You sell something with $150, you're going to get 80% commission. Am I reading that wrong? I don't know. It repeats constantly. It's throughout everything. Then I don't even see any. So far, I've gone through here and I've spent quite a few hours going through this whole whatever it is, and I've found nothing that entices me that these guys have got any business skills other than telling people how to sell their platforms, their systems, reinforcing at every stage and positioned as something rare, powerful, and difficult to ignore. And it's not an accident, because I'm going to read this because I don't feel good reading today.
Because before you've even had a chance to understand the system, the structure, or what's actually being sold, you've already been anchored to the idea of high returns. In their own presentation, they go as far as describing themselves as
Was it the undisputed?
the undisputed heavyweight residual income champion of the world.
So they're telling you they've got the best thing since the bee's knees. And so that's what they're selling. And all this for the average affiliate gets $328 a month.
That kind of
A
language
year, I
is
think.
designed to build belief early,
I don't know.
establish
Yeah.
authority, and position the opportunity as something proven, something that stands above everything else in the space. And once that idea takes hold, something interesting happens. People stop asking how the system works and start focusing on what they could earn.
Yeah. What could they earn? What can you earn? This is the thing I've been looking for. Because when you hear 80% commissions, your brain naturally starts doing the maths. What if I get a few people in? What if this actually works? Not likely. What if this is this one? What if this is the one that's different? And that's exactly the point. The number isn't just a future. Oh, sorry, I'm no good at friggin' heck.
The number isn't just a feature of the business, it's the hook that draws attention before the underlying structure has been fully understood.
Yeah, so it's the advert that you see, isn't it? 80% commissions. I can sell a cell phone made by Apple, the best cell phone in the world, and Apple is going to give me 80% of whatever that cell phone is meant to sell for. Just because I said, hey, Jim, here's a cell phone from Apple. It's the best cell phone in the world. We have nailed it. This is the best cell phone. You sell it, I'm going to give you 80%. The math sounds simple until you look closer. So let's have a look closer. Let's really examine this.
They present the numbers in a way that feels simple, achievable, and within reach. 2 referrals puts you into profit. 24 gets you to around $3,000 per month. It's clean, easy to follow, and positioned to feel realistic rather than exaggerated. That's
Yeah.
where the
Oops.
appeal comes from,
Go.
because instead of sounding like a bold promise, it's framed as a structured path, something that could be built over time through consistency and effort.
Do people sign up for these platforms and then never they never cancel? Well, they probably won't. They can't cancel. You know what I mean? Like, are people really stuck in these platforms? These people, like I used to own a business networking company, and people, I had a friend of mine try to run a business networking company just recently. And I said, the life expectancy of a person that comes along. And he goes, no. And I said, well, if you're really lucky, it's 3 months. But the reality is that 80% of your clients that turn up and go to your business event will never turn up again. They won't sign up. They won't fill out a piece of paperwork. They won't give you their details. They'll come and they'll leave. And then they'll be the ones that talk about you the most. And, like I had 1,500 people come and go from my business networking company that I had over, I think it was 5 years. I kept track of everyone that came. I can't remember now, but it was quite a lot of people. But I realized that when I owned the company, it used to be a franchise, and I owned the franchise. And the people that were selling it for me, if they were a master franchiser, they would get 75% of the income that come from the person that was in their business group. And eventually I threw the franchise away and I ran all the meetings myself because it wasn't sustainable. And the drop-off rate was unbelievable. Because people come and go, people got busy, people come to our business meeting, they didn't have a job, and then they found a job, and then the job conflicted with the time the meeting was, and the excuses I had drove me barney, hence why I'm a YouTuber now.
But that's only one side of the story. In the same presentation, they include a line that changes the context. Results not typical. Average affiliate earns $346. That figure matters.
Right. So why does that figure matter? So notice they've put a disclaimer on their graph. Now, I think their graph is here. And they've got this FTC disclaimer. I wonder why they had to put that there. Or wonder they just thought from the outset, we better put a disclaimer there. Or did somebody complain and they got nearly in trouble, and maybe they decided we better make sure that's very clear. So average affiliate can earn $328 with this business. Now it doesn't say per year. So here's a graph, right? Now look at this, 328. So I don't know. So I'm looking at this residual comp plan illustration. The premium offer that people sign up for is $125, and the funnel builder and the Let's Go app. And I presume the Let's Go app is the one that I got pushed into signing up for. So I'm actually looking at $160 here a month. So they're going to give me $16. I don't even know how to read this graph. It's too complicated. Why do they have to have this affiliate thing with this? Why do they have to have it structured that looks like a pyramid to me? But I know this isn't. They tell me it's not multi-level marketing because there's no multi-level component to it. But the graph looks very much like everything to do with multi-level marketing to me when I look at this. It insinuates that I could get, if I did really, really well, I could get $12,800 a month. That's all I see when I look at a graph like this. So I believe this is actually misleading for a lot of people. And the average affiliate can expect to earn $328 with this business. Now, what type of business? Now, is that per week? Is that per month? Is that per year? And is this a business? Is selling their courses a business? And they've labeled it here. They've said that this is a business. What type of business lives on $328 a week, let alone a month? Well, this is probably a year with this business. Average affiliates can expect to earn $328 with this business. Is it their business they're talking about? Am I reading this wrong? For earnings disclosure, visit the income. So why don't we do that? I mean, this is, so we're going to go to income dot the hba.net. Right, let's go there. I'll just put it in another window, and we're going to learn about the income. Oop, there we go. Right, now we've got, now we've got that big disclaimer at the top.
FTC earnings disclaimer. The Home Business Academy compensation plan is an exciting opportunity that rewards you for selling our products and services to customers and affiliates. While the opportunity is unlimited, individual.
I would like to know the product. Is the product a digital product? We were talking about pyramid schemes yesterday with the New Zealand FMA, and they were talking about digital products can be hard to put a value on. So their services. So I presume that's the keynotes they do. We pay 80% of total revenue in commission to qualified affiliates for every qualified product sale, which amounted to a total of 1,130 blah blah blah, whatever commission to them, whatever it was. So I actually put this into ChatGPT and I asked it to give me some clever stats on what those figures mean and what they said, because that was all back in 2024 and we're 2026 now, so it might need a bit of updating there. Paul and whatever your name is.
Once you place those two side by side, the projected earnings and the average outcome, the gap becomes clear.
It comes clear.
And when that gap exists within a system that requires ongoing monthly payments to remain eligible for commissions, it raises a broader question about how the model works in practice.
Remember, it's a business.
Not for the top performers, but for the average person entering the system.
Yeah, so that's right. So this is all about the average user, isn't it? Anyway, so let's carry on. I'm going to read this.
You don't have to sell, but you still have to recruit. One of the most telling parts of the presentation comes when they introduce the AI-powered funnel, positioned as a system that reduces the need for traditional selling. The idea is simple. The funnel captures leads, email follow-up automatically, and the AI answers questions and guides the decision-making process. That's the promise.
How do you feel about that? So AI takes over, you just send people our way, and AI will talk to people. People just love talking to AI, don't they, ChatGPT?
In their own words, you might not have to sell, you might not have to close, which sounds appealing, especially to people who are new or uncomfortable with sales. It creates the impression that much of the process is handled for you, reducing friction and making it feel more accessible. But that raises an obvious question. If you're not selling, what role are you actually playing? The answer becomes clearer when you look at how the system operates. Your primary role is to drive people into the funnel.
Yep, that's all you do. You just have to send people. You just have to send people to these funnels, and they'll take over. I'm just trying to figure out something here. Oh. No, something's wrong with my iPad. Pisses me off. Anyway, yeah, so your job is just to drive people into the funnel. Once somebody enters the funnel, the process will take over.
Once someone enters, much of the process is automated. The system presents the information, builds interest, and leads the person toward becoming a paying subscriber. From there, participants are shown how to use the same structure to bring others into the system. That's where the focus shifts, because this isn't centered on selling a product in isolation. It's built around bringing new people into a structured system, with automation used to streamline the process once they arrive. And that raises a broader question about where the emphasis really sits.
So all these programs, to me, even I don't care if they're affiliate marketing or they're multi-level marketing. I know you're still there, Queen of Karma. They won't survive if no one brings in new customers. So it's all about recruitment. It's not rocket science. It's the heck science. If you don't recruit, they don't get any moolah.
The affiliate program claim doesn't end the MLM questions. One of Mike Hobbs' repeated talking points is that this is not MLM and not network marketing, but rather a one-level affiliate program. That distinction is clearly important, and it's emphasized throughout the presentation as a way to separate the Home Business Academy from the stigma often associated with multi-level marketing. But simply applying a different label doesn't change how a model functions in practice.
When you think about this, though, they're telling you that this is a passive income opportunity. Every multi-level marketing company that we go after, it's all about telling people they're going to get a passive income or a residual income. And it's just bullshit. Now, these guys are using the terminology in their marketing that you'd expect from a multi-level marketing company, and that they're telling you it's an affiliate. So affiliate means that Danny comes along and he wants to pay $200 a month to this company. And if Danny gets and continues to pay his $200 a month, does that mean the person that gave you the referral link is going to continuously get 80% of that? Or is it a one-time an affiliate fee that you receive? I don't think it is. I think what they're telling you is you get 20 customers paying $200 a month because it's a nice round figure, that you are going to get $160 of that money every month. All you have to do is make sure that that person never gets intelligent enough to stop that. This is how it works. But simply apply the different label doesn't make it a good practice, because when you look at the compensation plan, let's have a look.
Because when you look at how the compensation is presented, the structure still centers around bringing people into the system, getting them onto monthly subscriptions, and demonstrating how many customers are needed to reach a target income. The focus is not on broad retail demand or independent product uptake, it's on how participation translates into recurring income.
Yeah, so how does it recur? So as long as that person's happy, as long as that person doesn't become an entrepreneur and doesn't need the coaching anymore, I don't even know what information packs they sell. Maybe they should give me a free demo and I could do it and see whether could triple my business by listening to their advice. I've had business mentors before. I've actually had, when I had 15 meetings a week running in my business networking company, there was always a business coach that used to come along. And it just so happened their business was never thriving. It was always trying to survive, trying to get off the ground. If they didn't recruit, they wouldn't survive. They would get people to sign up for these stupid 6-month contracts. Somebody would be in it after a month or two, and then they wouldn't want to continue. And they go, well, you have to keep paying us $1,500 a month. And, this is the sort of shit you get.
That's the real emphasis. Mike explains that this gives individuals control because they don't need a downline and can focus on their own customers. On the surface, that sounds more straightforward than traditional MLM structures, but the underlying message remains consistent. Bring in enough paying users, and the residual income increases over time, and that matters.
Yeah. Bring in enough members, keep recruiting, and you'll have a business. You're just going to keep sending people to a silly sales funnel.
Because the way the model is presented places financial focus on how many people you can personally introduce and retain within the system, rather than on external demand for the products themselves, whether those participants are described as customers, affiliates, or members. The key question remains the same.
What is the primary driver of the revenue? If these courses were so good, I believe they wouldn't need to offer people 80% kickbacks.
If participation is largely motivated by the income opportunity attached to the products, rather than independent demand for the products themselves, then it becomes reasonable to examine how the structure operates, regardless of the terminology used. Mike also makes another point worth noting. He suggests that with a small number of sales, even an average participant can begin generating income. However, this sits alongside the company's own income disclosure, which reports average annual earnings of approximately $346. That contrast highlights a gap between the illustrated earning scenarios and the reported outcomes for many participants.
Yeah, average return. It is average annual earnings of approximately 346. Now that's the average, right? But they're selling it as a business. Now, you wouldn't be a very good businessman if you only earned $46 approximately. Obviously, that graph was from some other time.
And that gap matters more than the label, because when a compensation model is framed around monthly residual income, customer targets, and sign-up-driven earnings, it invites closer examination of how it compares to other recruitment-influenced business models it seeks to distinguish itself from. So the more relevant question isn't what it's called, it's whether the structure, incentives, and outcomes align with the way it's being presented.
Yeah, I always say if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and sounds like a duck, it's a friggin' duck.
And this is where the model becomes easier to visualize. The company's own compensation illustration focuses heavily on how many paying customers are needed to reach specific monthly income targets, with clear projections tied directly to personal sign-ups and ongoing subscriptions. Rather than emphasizing independent product demand, the model is presented through participant-driven growth, where income increases as more people are brought into the system and maintained on recurring payments. That doesn't determine what the model is.
But it does highlight where the financial emphasis is placed. and why it's important to look beyond the label and examine how the system operates in practice. You know, like when I go to these videos here of these guys, I don't even know, I presume they've actually got a YouTube channel for their own business if you can get past all the scrolly text. See, all these videos I think are on Vimeo. Is that right? I'm pretty sure they're all on Vimeo.
Today, around the world, at least 6,200 children will die due to hunger-related causes.
And if you sign up for this, you could save those children. Here we go. Let's have a look. Well, it's got music.
Should go hungry. Every child deserves a nutritious meal.
They do. And if you donate $5 a week, then you can say that you are feeding starving children around the world. Is this them?
Unite by the thousands to fight hunger at our permanent sites and nationwide mobile pack of.
Brilliant. Oh dear. Let's carry on reading. So let's get past the flashy graph and the big disclaimers to make sure you see the disclaimers. Right, let's go the products versus the opportunity. Which comes first? Is that like the chicken or the egg? Let's have a listen.
To their credit,
Should we
there
say
are
duck?
products, a habit tracker, a funnel builder, AI tools, training and coaching, on the surface, that gives the impression of value, something tangible sitting behind the opportunity. But the way these products are introduced is what matters, because they're not positioned as standalone solutions to real-world problems. They're positioned as part of a compensation structure.
Yes. That distinction matters because, I'm just going to read this, I'm being lazy today.
Because instead of leading with what the product does or why someone would genuinely need it, the focus is placed on how it pays, how it fits into the system, and how it can be used to generate commissions. And this pattern doesn't just appear inside the platform itself. Even so-called independent reviews often lead straight back into the same funnel, using tracked affiliate links that financially reward the person promoting it. In one case, a Medium article presenting itself as a review redirects readers into Theba app funnel with an embedded affiliate ID, reinforcing that the content isn't evaluating the system from the outside, it's feeding people into the same system.
Yeah, so that was actually quite interesting. So we found this Reddit article, Medium article, I should say, and I was reading it thinking, is this, and it was just an affiliate writing a whole lot of hoo-ha so people would sign up. And when you clicked on it, it went off to his affiliate link.
That's important because it shows how tightly controlled the narrative can become. And then there's a line that stands out. You're
On
not
this
just
red
buying it.
X,
That
if you want
statement
to-
says more than it's intended to, because strong, legitimate products don't need to justify their existence. They don't need to reassure people that something real is being exchanged. The value speaks for itself.
See if I can, oh, here it is here. So this is the article that I was talking about. Did we finish that? The value speaks for itself. We'll just read the last part of that while I'm trying to find this article.
When that reassurance becomes part of the pitch, it raises a simple but important question. Is the product the reason people are buying in, or is it the opportunity attached to it that's doing the real work?
The Home Business Academy. So 2023, actually, it looks like they've been an author since 2022. Don't know who that person is, but they've written all about it, all in one, 25 digital business review. And here's the content, and you can read all about it. You can read about Mike and Paul, and you click on that, and I think that goes, yep. So that will click on that, and what happens? I don't think this loaded yesterday. Oh, yes, it did, and then you get your sales funnel, and then you're in there, and you can go down here and read the tiny, tiny little letters at the bottom that says privacy policy before you give away your name and your email address. Or you can, so that's it. You're in the sales funnel, you're in the system, and it says the highest paying, what do they call it?
The highest paying residual program in the world unveils.
Wow, highest paying residual program in the world.
The turnkey residual income system where 80% of every dollar comes back to you.
80% of anything that you promote. This is just too good to be true. Anyway, so then that was the Medium article. Subscription model that keeps you locked in. Now, this is what we saw, and we just did a wee look at their own videos and say we gathered this
The
information.
full system can cost up to $160 per month to stay fully active, depending on which products you're using. That alone isn't unusual. Many online tools operate on subscriptions, but the way it's tied to earnings is where things change, because there's a condition attached. If you don't stay active, You don't earn commissions. That
Oh,
shifts the entire dynamic.
that's might be what I was referring to before. So if you're not active in the system, then maybe your affiliate ID or it doesn't work anymore. I'm not quite sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what we figured out by what I did is I listened to their videos and I got the transcripts and I put them all into a transcript writer, and then I asked ChatGPT to cross-reference stuff and all this sort of carry on.
What starts out looking like an opportunity quickly becomes something you have to maintain, because your ability to earn is directly linked to your ongoing payments. It's no longer just about using a product or building something over time. It's about remaining eligible.
Right. Now I have asked Paul and whatever his name is, Paul. Sorry, I'm not being disrespectful. Paul and Mike and Paul, to explain a few things, and they have come back and answered everything quite well, I must admit.
Even in their own explanations, this requirement is made clear. In one presentation, it's stated directly that in order to earn commissions, you must first own the product yourself. That means ongoing payments aren't optional if you want to participate fully. They are built into the structure of how income is generated.
Yeah, so their own words, because that's what we got out of the transcripts, and that creates a subtle but very real pressure. So you've got to be in.
Because stepping away doesn't just mean cancelling a subscription. It means losing access to the income stream, the structure you've built, and any momentum you believe you've created inside the system. So the decision isn't simply, is this worth it? It becomes, can I afford to stop?
Right, so I get this now. Right, so so I sign up, and then I'm encouraged to find 2 more people, or maybe 5 more people, and then I don't have to pay anything more again. See? And that's how their system works for them. Okay, what about when leaving becomes the hardest part? Now, we did show you that video already, but I did actually break that down to a paragraph.
At some point, every legitimate business should make it straightforward for customers to leave.
Not this
That's
one.
part of trust. But what happens here feels noticeably different. When attempting to cancel a membership, you're not taken directly to a simple cancellation page. Instead, you're first directed to a 13-minute video, which you're encouraged to watch before completing the process. And this isn't just a set of instructions, it functions as a retention layer.
Yeah, so remember I had to click that button, put my email address, even though I didn't sign up, but I did sign up for the ClickFunnels, so they've already sent me emails. I got no correspondence back telling me that I don't have any products in their system, or I've entered the wrong email address. And then in the video, it told me that I had 5 minutes to receive the email and click on the link, or the link expires. Can you believe that? So I had 5 minutes and I sat there for 10 minutes going, I haven't received an email. Maybe I didn't use that email address, or maybe I'll just stay in their system.
The video walks through common reasons people cancel and responds to them. If you didn't get results, it suggests you may not have fully engaged with the system. If you felt stuck, it directs you back toward the community and training. If you're struggling financially, it encourages you to reconsider leaving.
Yeah, I'm going to read the rest of this because it's quite a long blog, this
The
one.
message is consistent. The issue isn't necessarily the system. It's that you may not have given it enough time.
Not enough
and
time.
that's where it becomes worth examining, because instead of a clean, immediate exit, the process introduces an additional layer of messaging at the exact moment a user is trying to stop paying.
Stop
The
charging
language
me.
leans heavily on goals, progress, and future outcomes,
And starving
all
children.
tied back to the idea of remaining inside the system. Only after that do you reach the actual cancellation steps. And even then, it's not immediate. You're required to request a secure login link, wait for it to arrive, access a separate system, manually cancel each subscription. In testing, this process did not function as expected. No email arrived within the stated time frame. No access was granted, and no clear confirmation was provided. While this may not reflect every user's experience, it does raise questions about reliability and consistency, which leads to a simple but important question. If joining is fast and frictionless, but leaving involves additional steps,
Yeah.
delays, or uncertainty, what does that suggest about how the system is designed?
Now remember that ClickFunnel, get them signed up. AI will take over everything, but when you want to come and leave, you got to use bricks and mortar, old-fashioned techniques. It's
The
crazy.
turnkey system, or automated no help, One of the more revealing moments comes from Mike Hobbs himself, where he says, "When you see an automated system run, that's presented as a reflection of his own experience, a caution that many people would normally take seriously."
Yeah, and here he is. He's not practicing what he preaches.
And yet, the current pitch centers around a fully automated turnkey system, positioned as the solution, a system designed to build the funnel, send the emails, handle objections, and guide prospects through to a sale. That's the shift.
Yeah, because what was once framed as something to be cautious of is now being presented as the advantage, something that removes complexity and makes the overall the process easier to follow. But it raises the obvious questions. If automation was previously something to avoid, what makes this version different? And more importantly, is the automation actually improving the independent value, or is it replacing human interaction with the standard repeatable, I'm not even going to read that right, am I?
Repeatable process designed to move people through the same journey each time.
So the AI is going to do everything for you. Isn't that just fantastic?
The AI that sells, and why that matters, one of the biggest selling points is their AI assistant, Sage, which is positioned as a
Sage.
tool to support the sales process and make everything easier for the user. It's designed to answer questions, guide conversations, and help prospects move forward without the need for constant input. On the surface, that sounds efficient, even appealing, but when you look closer, the role it plays is more significant, because this isn't just about support.
It's about influence within a structured environment. The AI responds to questions, addresses objections, and reinforces key messages within a system designed to deliver consistent, repeatable reading's not my thing. It's about hot in here, eh?
Repeatable interactions. It follows a defined path, guiding users through the same journey each time. That changes the dynamic, because when human interaction is reduced or removed, what remains is a predefined experience, one designed to minimize friction and keep people moving forward through the process. And that raises an important question. Are people making decisions based on independent understanding? Or are they being guided through a standardized conversion process designed to lead toward a specific outcome?
So imagine going to a fun park and the person that takes your money grabs your hand and drags you through every arcade and every roller coaster and every ride. You're getting dragged through here and you don't have a chance to go around the way you want to go around. That's what I feel like these programs are doing. The sales funnel is like a horse with his blinkers on, and he can't look around. He has to stay on target. I've got nowhere to go. They want my name. They want my email address. How do I back out of this? I can't back out of this. I have to give them my name and my email address. It's ridiculous.
The proven results without full context, they highlight numbers designed to impress. A 6% conversion rate, rapid company growth, and millions paid out in commissions, all presented as evidence that the system is working and gaining traction. On the surface, that sounds convincing, because figures like that create the impression of momentum, success, and legitimacy, but there's a limitation.
We did actually work out how much they do each year, because if they claim in 2024 to give us a average affiliate, and they give you a list of all the affiliates they have, you can actually work out the annual turnover.
Those figures only show one side of the equation. They don't indicate how many people entered the system to generate those results, how many remain actively paying, or how many did not see a return on what they put in. And that context matters.
Now, I think that really does matter. Like I said, with my business networking, a very important part of me running my business networking was to know what the drop-off rate was. Now, these guys didn't say the retention rate of a customer is blah, blah, blah. In fact, they only talk about the good stuff. They don't talk about the real stuff about running your business.
Without it, those numbers don't represent overall outcomes. They represent selected highlights. Once you factor in their own income disclosure, which shows the average affiliate earning approximately $346 per year, the picture begins to shift. Now, those headline figures don't necessarily reflect widespread success. They suggest that a smaller set of outcomes may be representing a much larger group of participants, and that raises a more important question, not how much has been paid out, but how those earnings are distributed across everyone involved.
Yeah, so basically you can say if you get really the average affiliate gets $1 a day from their system. Isn't that exciting?
The real job, traffic, not business. Right at the end of the presentation, they make a statement that cuts through the messaging. You have to get people to the funnel. That's the role being described, not building a product, not supporting customers, not developing something new. The emphasis is on one core activity, bringing people into the system.
Yep, it's all about recruitment, and that's why I'm going to update my image at the top there, make sure it's very clear that this is about recruitment.
Because once the traffic is there, the rest of the process is already in place. The funnel captures attention, emails follow up, the AI responds to questions, and the system guides individuals toward becoming paying subscribers. It's a structured process designed to operate consistently, with minimal variation, and that's where the focus sits, not on building a traditional business from the ground up, but on feeding a pre-built system that relies on a continuous flow of new participants. Not entrepreneurship in the conventional sense, but traffic generation into a system designed to handle the rest.
You know, like if you wanted to do an online, so I wanted to do an online business course. All right, I want to learn how to do it. So you can go to digital marketing. I don't even know what these are. HBS Education, Fever, the Open Polytechnic, which is local to us, North Canterbury Enterprise, training.co.nz, 17 online courses. You know, there's a company that I used to know personally because I used to be doing a lot of public training, Skill Set. Now, these guys do online courses that help people survive and thrive. I think it's skillset.co.nz. I'll just try .com. Is that a New Zealand company? Contact us. Let's have a look at the phone numbers. No, it was called Skill Set. Set. And honestly, this company was amazing. But they used to go and here it is. So my About Us, they actually have about 15 courses. And one of my mates, I know him really well. He's an ex-Jehovah's Witness. And these are amazing people. And they go into the workplace and they teach people how to do courses. And the guy that runs this is called Ralph. Well, he owns it. He's still involved in it, but he doesn't do any work as such. But they go to conferences and they do public speaking events, and it's world class. And that's what a legitimate company, in my opinion, looks like. But all these online training courses, but if somebody comes to this organization and says, look, I want you to help 100 staff with public speaking skills, they will have a course that they have done, and they'll go there and put people in that office and they'll do that course. They won't sit you in front of a computer where you're falling asleep. You know, that's what I'm getting at. These, you know, these digital courses, you know, and these guys think they've got some experience. I can tell you a lot about that other company I just showed you, and the people I know, they've got amazing experience.
The pattern that keeps repeating when you step back and look at the full picture. The pattern becomes clear. The messaging leans heavily on income potential, while the products themselves sit in the background as supporting elements rather than the primary focus. The structure relies on a steady flow of new participants, with earnings linked to activity within the system rather than clearly demonstrated independent demand. At the same time, the available data shows that many participants earn relatively little, despite how the opportunity is presented, and because commissions are tied to remaining active, the model reinforces ongoing payments as part of participation, not just a one-time decision.
Yeah, so imagine this, everything I've seen about these people, all about how much commissions and how they pay the largest commission out. I mean, I think the very first video, the very first where you put your name in here, I'm just going to put the same name in here again, Alex. I'll just get my email, because he said that their accountant actually has asked how they go about giving away so much money. So the whole talk of everything he's doing is actually There it is. So let's have a listen.
When we started this company, we hired a nationally recognized tax attorney.
Who?
During our conversation, I mentioned that we pay 80% residual commissions. He stopped me. Wait, what? I said, yeah, 80%. He said, you need to stop immediately. There's no way you can run a company paying out that much. That was 9 years ago. We've paid out millions.
Well, you can, because you can inflate your prices by 4%, 4 times, and then hope that somebody sells it and pay them the money. What it tells me is the courses are only worth $25, $30, and that's his value.
Of dollars in commissions. The model works. My name is Paul Hutchings. I'm the co-founder of the Home Business Academy. And in this video, I want to answer the question you're probably already asking. Will it work for me?
No, I can answer that for you. Hi, Susie. Nice to see you here. I'm just showing people a opportunity to get involved. I got a link where somebody asked me to go here, and I had to put my name and my email address in here. And there was a privacy policy, but I just found out today it's way down the bottom here, and it does click through. It's not linked, but it's there. And if you hover your mouse over there, you can go and read the privacy policy. But once you fill out that form, then you get Mike. I think it's Mike or Paul. No, it's Paul, I think, in your face. And now we're going through, and we've gone through every part of this company. And we're basically saying that they're saying it's not multi-level marketing. They're saying it's just affiliate marketing. I'm going, okay.
At the same time, the available data shows that many participants earn relatively little, despite how the opportunity is presented. And because commissions are tied to remaining active, the model reinforces ongoing payments as part of participation, not just a one-time decision.
Yeah. So, and you need to pay to
Layered
play.
on top of that is a structured, automated sales process, one that delivers consistent messaging, reduces friction, and guides people through a similar journey from entry to purchase.
Yeah. Now, the interesting thing, they tell you that every time you send somebody to that sales funnel, 6% chance, is it? Yeah, 6% chance that person's going to sign up. Isn't that crazy? I don't even trust that stat.
And when outcomes fall short, the explanation is often framed around individual effort, consistency, or level of engagement, rather than the structure itself, which leaves a final point worth considering. If the structure is consistent, the outcomes are consistent, and the explanations follow a similar pattern, then it becomes reasonable to ask whether that pattern is simply coincidental or part of how the system is designed to operate.
Yeah. Is that how the system is designed to operate? Okay, so the questions that we didn't have a clear answer on, and we did have a clear answer given to us at the end, but here we go.
Questions that don't have clear answers at this point, it's worth stepping back and asking a few simple, practical questions based on what's been presented. If a company claims to pay out 80% of its revenue in commissions, while also covering development, infrastructure, support, payment processing, and ongoing operations, how is the remaining portion structured to sustain the business long term? And if charitable donations are also part of that model, where do those funds come from, and how are they accounted for?
Yeah, so well, this is where I put the stats that they have on their website into ChatGPT, and I said, hold on a minute. They're claiming they give away 80%. They're claiming they've given away, I think, 1 point something rather million this year. I said, we can actually work out how much money they're turning over. And also they're giving money to the starving children that who are all going to starve if you cancel your membership. And then I thought, well, this would be quite interesting. So let's see what that explains.
The company also states that it has paid out over $7 million in commissions over time, based on their 2024 disclosure, which suggests an estimated annual revenue of around $1.4 million. This raises a natural question about how those payouts have been sustained across multiple years. That doesn't imply anything on its own, but it does highlight the importance of understanding how the model performs over time, not just in a single snapshot, particularly when such a high percentage of revenue is being distributed back out as commissions.
So the revenue is 1.4 million. Theoretically, 80% of that's been given away. So what's that leave us? $200,000, $225,000. I mean, I'm just blowing figures up into thin air here, but let's say $300,000 is left to run the company and give away money to help feed the children and pay 2 director salaries. It doesn't add up. But then that's just 1 year they put on the table there. We could be wrong. There might be other years where they've just done fantastically well.
That doesn't imply anything on its own, but it does highlight the importance of understanding how the model performs over time, not just in a single snapshot, particularly when such a high percentage of revenue is being distributed back out as commissions. The charity claim itself raises further questions.
Right, what questions are they? Let's have a listen. It gets better.
References are made to providing meals to children in need, but there's limited publicly available detail around which organisations are involved, how those contributions are calculated, or whether there is any independent verification or reporting to support those claims. Then there's the structure of the system.
Yeah, and to be correct here, we've actually got some proof that they have actually given to those charities now. They've come back and given me screenshots and all sorts of things. So that's all in this blog if you want to follow along.
Then there's the structure of the system. If the primary activity is driving people into a funnel, and earnings are tied to bringing in participants who also pay monthly, it becomes reasonable to ask how much of the revenue is coming from independent product demand, and how much is influenced by participation in the opportunity itself, because that distinction matters. A product-led business grows because people want the product.
Yeah, so this is a really good way of looking at it. So what we're saying here is, if the product's so damn good, how many of their sales are coming from people who are out there just spamming people or putting up websites? Because in the email correspondence, I gave him a list of domain names that I found, and he said, oh, we only look after these domain names, and all these domain names you found actually aren't anything to do with us other than affiliates have set up these domain names and use those domain names to promote our sales funnels. So, but, okay, so that's one source of revenue. So when you fill in a form and it says, how did you hear about us? And it goes, oh, through the phone, TV, billboard, affiliate link, or a person recommended me to it. So does all their income come from the sales funnels? Or are their products so damn good that everyone's queued up wanting to repeat order, or they're spreading the word of mouth because they're using these products? Where do you get your sales from? That's what I'm asking. A product-led business grows because people want the product. A system-led model grows because people are motivated by the income opportunity attached to it. I mean, I often say when I'm looking at multi-level marketing companies that it doesn't matter whether you're selling toothpicks or airplanes, because it's not about the product. It's about the finding somebody to sign up so you get a commission, and that is the product. And when those two things become buried, it becomes harder to separate the value from structure. These aren't accusations. They are questions that benefit. There we go again.
They're questions that benefit from clear, transparent answers, especially for anyone considering getting involved.
The part they don't tell you, these are there. Okay, so let's have a look and see what they don't tell us.
There's a line in the presentation that captures the core idea behind the model. You do the work once and get paid again next month. It sounds appealing, simple, predictable, almost effortless.
Yeah, almost effortless, because this is sold as such a good return on investment. The AI takes over and does everything. And once somebody paid up for a monthly membership, then why would they want to stop?
But when you place that idea alongside the actual data, the average earnings, the subscription requirements, and the way the system is structured, a different picture begins to form, because recurring income doesn't come from nowhere. It's generated from ongoing payments within the system. And that means the people who benefit most are those positioned to receive those payments consistently, not necessarily the average participant entering the system and trying to build momentum.
And that means the people who benefit the most are those positioned to receive those payments consistently, not necessarily the average participant entering the system and trying to build momentum. For many participants, the experience may not align with the way the opportunity is presented. So it's not presented as an average opportunity. It's telling people that This is a passive income. Earn money while you sleep. The numbers already point in that direction. And once you look at how everything fits together, it becomes easier to understand why the gap can exist, because the real story isn't in the headline. It's in what happens after you join, how the system operates over time, what's required to stay active, and how the outcome varies across participants. The question isn't whether the system pays, that clearly does. The question is how many people realistically reach the level where it works, and how those outcomes are distributed across everyone involved. Well, that's basically the blog, and that's all my investigations. So, as a good journalist, I did write a reply, and the company responds. And this is my summary of their response. And below that, we have their full response that you can read. But we wanted to give you it in a nutshell.
Following this investigation, I provided the Home Business Academy with a right of reply. To their credit, they responded in detail and provided supporting material, including evidence of over $7 million in commissions paid, documentation relating to charitable donations to feed my starving children, clarification that their model operates as a single-tier affiliate structure, rather than multi-level marketing, and on paper, that distinction is important. Affiliates do not earn from a downline. There are no overrides, no team commissions, and no income generated from other affiliates' activity. However, even with the clarification, the underlying structure still raises important questions, because when you look at how income is generated in practice, it still depends on bringing paying customers into the system. The compensation model shows that meaningful income is tied to the ability to consistently refer and retain subscribers over time, and that creates a dynamic where outcomes are influenced not just by product use, but by a participant's ability to continuously attract new people into the same structure. So while the company is correct in stating that it is not multi-level in design, the experience for some participants may still share similarities with other recruitment-influenced models, and that's where the questions remain.
Yes. So here's the full response, and I'm not. It is quite a good response in length. They put a lot of thought into it. It might have been an oh Jesus moment for them. I don't know. I don't think I'm a big threat to anybody when it comes to publishing stories that may not paint them in the light they want to be. But I'm saying that this is actually a fantastic email response. Before addressing my responses, they took it seriously, and they've answered. They've made it clear they're not multi-level marketing. They're an affiliate company, but just has pictures on their websites that look like it's multi-level marketing, but it is actually just simple affiliate, one-level pay affiliates. And as long as you keep those people in monthly, 12 months, and they pay each month, which is 12 months, you're going to get 80% of that. So if you pay $1,000 to their platform to get their amazing, don't know, I haven't seen those, but the amazing content that they're going to give you, they'll take $200 and they'll give you $800. So that's how good it is. But in here, you can see they have done a pretty good explain. So we'll just do a couple of paragraphs because I'm quite interested in some of this.
Commission structure and sustainability. We are able to pay 80% commissions because we keep our overhead intentionally low. We do not carry debt, and we handle all custom programming and software development for our products in-house rather than outsourcing, which eliminates what would otherwise be significant ongoing costs. The company operates sustainably on the remaining 20% of revenue, and has done so continuously since we launched in 2016. Nearly a decade of sustained operations on this model speaks for itself.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Well done, guys. So you can run your company on a fifth of what you're actually selling your services for or your products for. Great product value. They're comparing apples with apples. They're still saying that there's other systems out there that do sales funnels. But when I looked at it, you were getting the there was that other graph, wasn't it? Where's that other graph? That one there. So you've got the 3 combos. So the combo that they probably want you to go for is the $160 one. And then if you sell that to somebody, you're going to get $128 per month. And then they're telling you, if you don't know how to use a calculator, I've got a calculator here. If you get 2 customers, then you're going to earn $256. 200 it might be backward, $256 a month. And then if you go times 2, that you're going to get 500. And if you go times 3, you're going to get $1,500 a month, because you guys don't know how to use a calculator. They've put it all in a graph here. But what this graph is actually doing in my head, I don't know about you, I can't speak for you, is it's telling you that I just need to get 100 customers and I'm going to earn $12,800 a month. And, and if those people go and find, so if those people that are in the system don't want to pay the $160 a month they're paying, they just need to go and recruit 2 people. And then those people will be paying them to do these courses. And they've got 11 mastermind classes a week that you can attend. It's just, you can't make this shit up, which is really, really cool. Anyway, so this is their reply. It's on the screen now if you want to pause me and have a read. I'm not reading it. I'm just sick of reading it. But commission verification. So commission verification. So they've reported things
Commission verification. You referenced our public claim of over $5.5 million in commissions paid. As of today, our back office reporting shows total all-time commissions paid of over $7 million, meaning our public figure was actually understated. Our platform tracks every commission in real time, and these figures are reported to the IRS annually. Please see the attached screenshot from our commission management dashboard for verification. There is nothing secretive about our payouts.
Right,
Everything is
great.
Transparent and verifiable.
Excellent. So $7 million. So if you work that out, they've done $9 million worth of turnover, and they've given $7 million away. Fantastic, guys. That's just very commendable. And they've also, I did actually have a search for the company name LLC, and I couldn't find it anywhere, but that's probably because I don't know what state you're registered in. Charitable contributions, you're given the FMCA org website, Starving Children. So I assume I can go to that website and I search for you. I don't deny any of that. I don't deny any of this stuff, to be honest. I'm glad that you've provided it. Website and domain names, even though I gave you a list of all these other websites I found you guys in. You claim that you've only got 3 websites, but even though we did actually find you guys had your own websites as well, that's fine. Cancellation process, members can cancel at any time through the platform, but they have to listen to a 13-minute long video by writing. Well, you mean pen and paper? Writing to our support team. Okay. The video includes the cancellation flow, is an educational walkthrough that shows members where they can find help and resources if they need assistance with anything. Oh, I see. As any member cancelling are simply aware of the support available to them. It sounds like it's a hospital you're going to. The cancellation button is located directly underneath the video. I know, I saw that. Anyone who still wishes to proceed after the 13-minute long lecture that you give them, cancellation is not restricted or prevented at any point. Now, I put in my own email address, which was Alex@somebody. You can find me there. And I didn't get told that that email address was valid. And I never received an email from you guys telling me that that email didn't exist in your system. I got nothing. I got crickets. So maybe other people, Zoom compliance. Oh, you did mention this. Our use of Zoom is fully compliant with their terms. They prohibit applies to multi-level marketing businesses, which we're not. Well, that's fair enough if you say so. But if it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck, I think it's a duck, in my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. I've looked at lots of multi-level marketing, and you can call it affiliate marketing if you like, but you've got graphics there that look very much like, encouraging people that they're going to make $12,800 a year or monthly. So that's great. Good on you, mate. Anyway, so sincerely, Mike Hobbs and Paul Hutchings, co-founder. So I'd like to know who really is behind this company, because they're just co-founders. And then if you want to, I've also made it that you can click on the commission dashboard. So here's the commission dashboard, and you can see that they've given $7 million away. Well done, guys. The next one is feeding. These are all the email correspondence. And good on you guys for providing me this, because you don't know who I am. Good on you for donating to those starving children and bad people who leave your platform. Now those children are going to be starved. Love to know how much money you're actually donating, though. That would be quite good to know how much of a donation you give and how often. So how often? We've got March the 10th, February the 12th, January the 12th. I don't know the month of that. It's 9/3. So is it every 2 months? You've got emails here. Thank you for your donation. But I would love to know how much money you actually give away, because I wouldn't be surprised, because you've given away 80% of your incoming money is going away, which is crazy. We've got the FMC certificate. This is the boys, and they've showed me the picture. Provided starving children with 67,649 nutritious meals in 2022. Maybe we could have an update on that one, eh? But that's great, mate. That's nothing wrong with that. You should be proud of that. And here we go. The question here, can I make this smaller? Oh, but that's better. Maybe we can do that for the other photos. So here you can see boxes packed, 58 meals. Now, ironically, we had another guy called Goliath Ventures, and he managed to scam people out of $328 million. And he was also doing food stuff. Now, yesterday I got a phone call from an insurance company. G'day, how you doing? Hello, are you there? Are you guys there?
Hello.
Yeah, g'day, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Mr. Hack. Thank you. Apologies, I was on mute. It's Seb here you're speaking with. I'm calling from Insurance Network. How's your afternoon going?
I can't understand you, mate. What are you saying? You've got insurances.
It's Seb you speaking with. I'm calling from Insurance Network. We're insurance advice.
Oh, okay. Where'd you get my phone number from?
Yeah. I'm actually just prospecting. I got your number from a professional website. That's where I get your company's name and your name as well in the number. Apologies, just to be honest.
What was the website?
It's a professional database by the name of Apollo.
Oh, so you've bought a database of people's names and phone numbers, so you can do cold calling and ring them up and sell them stuff.
Yeah, prospecting. That's correct.
Wow, that's a breach of my privacy, I feel.
Oh, my apologies. Yeah, just to be honest, yeah, that's where I get a number from.
Right.
Yeah. We insurance advisors. We're looking after various insurance companies.
And are you the actual? Are you a telemarketer, or are you actually the? Are you
The
actually are you the advisor, or are you a telemarketer?
I'm just the insurance support advisor support, sir.
You're advisor support, so you're not actually an authorized insurance provider. You're actually a support person. So that means you are a telemarketer. Is that correct?
That is correct, Mr. Hack. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, okay. So you don't really know anything about the insurance thing, but if I were interested, you're going to run me off to somebody who can actually talk to me.
Our local advisor, Tom Morris. That is correct.
Right. And you're calling me from Wanganui, are you?
I'm calling you from Palmerston North, yes.
Are you actually in Palmerston North, or are you actually calling me from somewhere else? All right.
We actually in Palmerston North, 30 Linton Street. That is correct.
Right. All right. That's cool. And what makes you think I need insurance?
As I said, we're just prospecting for our local advisor, Tom.
Okay.
He's conducting reviews on any insurance cover that you might have. Next week in your area, we actually concentrating on life and medical insurance.
Oh, cool.
Yes, just by doing comparisons to make sure that you're currently sitting on a better deal.
Yeah.
Other than if you do, they will let you know firsthand. Otherwise, they will suggest any other options that can be good to you, saving more money back into your pocket while you currently still have your covered.
Right.
It's only 20 minutes, as I said.
Well, I haven't got 20 minutes, mate. I haven't got 2 seconds, to be honest, when somebody gives me a ring who's got my phone number off the dark web.
I understand.
Yeah, I actually think it's a breach of my privacy. I'm actually shattered, actually. I actually feel like I'm about to have a heart attack. Can you sign me up before I die of a heart attack?
Sorry?
Can you sign me up before I die of a heart attack?
uh, not really.
Well, what type of insurance are you selling then? Isn't that what you? It's health insurance, isn't it? It's not healthy to die of a heart attack. You're not going to sell me insurance. It'd be good if you did.
Yes, something like that. We actually not selling. We actually just prospecting.
Why is it free
we
insurance?
Yes, for insurance.
Is
That
it free?
correct.
No,
Yeah.
is it free insurance? Are you? So you're prospecting for?
The review is free, Mr. Hack. The review only is free.
Oh, I see. So I
And
get this now. So I do the review, and then you take back all
Yeah.
my private answers to an insurance company, who will probably reach out to me and go, "Oh, we noticed that when you did this review, that you were about to have a heart attack, and I can't cover you anymore." Sounds like I'm doomed before I start.
Not always the case.
Cool.
Yeah.
And how long you had this job for, mate? Well, I'm not interested in insurance. What else have you got that I might be interested in then? So you're a telemarketer. What was the last cool thing that you marketed?
Sorry.
What was the last thing that you did before you did insurance? Like, you must sell other products.
Oh no, I was with the airline.
You're an airline. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, well, I won't ask you that. Yeah, that's cool. Well, what about protection against people who get scammed? Have you got any protection on that sort of stuff?
Sorry.
Like, I'm a YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
And I help people who fall victim to large scale Ponzi schemes and scams.
Yeah.
Do you have any insurance or that can help people who want to invest in high risk investment opportunities? Like, is there an insurance out there that would protect somebody?
Of course, we actually deal with all types of insurance.
Yeah.
But as of now, we are actually concentrating on life and medical.
Right. Because I've had people who want to kill me. Do you have insurance against people that want to kill me?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I chase down large scammers in America, and one scam that is just the guy's been sent. He just got charged for running a $328 million Ponzi scheme, and I was the whistleblower, and he sent two people from America, well, from Auckland actually, down to offer me a deal that he wanted me to take because he wanted me to stop exposing him. It's all over the newspaper in America. I'm world famous in America. I'm world famous in New Zealand. Yeah, but that's what I do. If you really knew who you're talking to, I'm actually live on the internet right now, and I'm exposing people who run opportunities that they shouldn't be. Anyway, long story short, if you really did know who you're talking to, you could go to danny.co.nz and you'll see that I'm talking to you live on the internet at the moment. But of course,
Would that be Danny?
yeah, Danny, just DANNY.co.nz. That's my website. Yep. And then if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see I'm live on the internet right now talking to you. You've been broadcasted live, mate. Hope it's not a breach of your privacy.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah. But anyway, but I can give you some good scams if you want to sign up and give your money away, and you'll get a commission if you throw other people over the cliff. That's what we do.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
You're live right now.
Yeah. See, and I'll show you the picture. So that's me sitting there, and these two guys on the screen. They've got an opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm doing a review at the moment whether they're multi-level marketing. And the reason I answered the phone is because you guys rang me yesterday, and then after my live, and I rang back, and the lady goes, "Oh, it must have been one of our telemarketers."
Yeah.
So I rang you guys back, and then you rang me again at the same time again, and this time I thought I know it's the same people, and that's why I answered the phone because I knew who it was. But I don't need any insurance.
Right.
I actually, I'm a poor YouTuber.
Yeah.
I'm a poor YouTuber. I had to stop all his life policies because he couldn't afford to make the payments.
Oh, we can actually help you if you can't afford it. We can offer you a free cover. I mean, very affordable cover, rather.
Like, affordable now. You said free there a second ago.
No. A free review, but affordable
A
cover.
free
If you
review.
can like
And you know those free reviews are rubbish, don't you, mate? Like I could do a whole blog on you guys because there's no such thing as a free lunch. But you want to do a free review so you can gather intel about me
Yeah.
so you can go sell it to an insurance advisor.
Well, yeah, just say that you're a YouTuber finding a way to make money. This is what my job, my bread and butter.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're right, mate. No, I have it fun. It's been fun, so I enjoyed ringing you up. But I'll go back to my my video. You've made a few people laugh. Feel free to say hi in the comment box.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, thank you. That's cool. Oh, you might make me rich. That'd be good. I like then I can get insurance. A win-win for everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, mate.
Have a good day, Zach.
All right, you too, mate. Good on you. Thanks for the banter.
Man.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
There you go. I get quite a few phone calls while I'm live, and sometimes I ring them back or they leave messages and I just get clogged up phone box. It's quite funny. So sometimes it's fun when you know who's calling to take the call. Anyway, back to our friends here. So we've got he's given away meals to charities, so he's a good guy. Good on him. It's nice to see people doing that. And the last one I thought was quite funny, which we have to listen to, is this one here. Are you ready?
Hello, Freedom Crusaders. You guys are amazing. This is Jessica with Feed My Starving Children. I just wanted to give you a shout out for starting the year off strong. So far in the new year, you guys have already fed 21 kids with a nutritious meal every day for an entire year. You're already feeding 21 kids for a full year through your gift. So thank you. I hope you guys are all doing well and know that we appreciate you. Goodbye.
Now, what did they say at the start of that? Was it Freedom Fighter?
Hello, Freedom Crusaders, you guys.
Freedom Crusaders. Now, I'm curious now. Freedom Crusaders. So if we go to back to our box we have on Mike, and we go to his Who is Mike, top money making tools, because I did read here and I thought, oh, maybe Mike is the one that did all the giveaways. Maybe it wasn't under the same brand. That's what I started thinking. Marketing Plus Mindset. So they, like if you look at this here, so you've got Mike Hobbs, right? I help home business entrepreneurs create freedom faster through innovative marketing strategies. And then when you click on Mike, in here, there's a claim that Mike has been helping, is it charities first? He grew up in Salt Lake City, which scares the shit out of me just saying. He's got 6 kids. I knew that much. But somewhere in here, they talk about how Mike was giving money away to charities. And then I thought, hold on a minute. Is Mike also using the claim that he's giving money away to charity? And is he doing that on his own business brand? You know what I'm saying? And then you come to the other guy that we had, which is, have I got them both mixed up now, right? That guy there, he's got his own website as well. Start here, so we'll click on that. How I went from 11-hour, let's have a read of this. Some of this is too good to be true.
How I went from an $11-hour cubicle and a single wide trailer to retiring in my early 40s. There I knelt beside my sleeping boys, praying to God for a miracle. 4 years of trying everything I knew. 4 years of sacrifice. 4 years of watching other people get ahead while I fell further behind. Tears streaming down my face. Gut punched by the fear that I'd failed them as a father. They say your breaking point can be your turning point. What happened next makes me believe that's true. But let me back up and tell you how I got there, where it started. The best I could do after college was a job in a call center cubicle, making $11 an hour. All my wife and I could afford was a 1984 single-wide mobile home.
Wow, that might have been the guy I was just talking to. Should have told him the story. Silly me. So what I'm getting at is, when there is a guy, I don't know if I can find it quickly. I think I can. I'll just be careful when I'm in here. I don't like going into my database live, but we're going to do it anyway. Didn't come this far, only come this far. But there is a guy which I know, and he reminds me of him. And we've got to find it. It is, where is it gone? I think I can find it, but it is. So if you are looking here, lads, these are the scams that I normally go after. And you guys are in there, but not as a scam. You're just in affiliate marketing. And I do Ponzi schemes and scams. So I think I personally can't call you a scam. So, but you're in here with a whole lot of other scammers. And this is my database. So there is one in here about gold, and I'm just trying to find my gold scam because there's a guy that absolutely makes me laugh every time he goes on, but I can't remember the name of the scam, but I'm looking for the logo. Funfilver. Is it that one there? And the guy gives you this hard luck story about his upbringing. I know another way of doing it, which might be a bit risky, but let's just do it live. We're going to go persons of interest, and we're looking for Australia. Australia. Where's Australia? Australia. There it is, Australia. There we go. All right. So it's this guy. Was it the policeman? Yeah, I think it was this guy. And he gives you this hard luck story about how he went from, he was suicidal, his life was shit, and he gave up multiple times. He was an alcoholic. He was a junkie. He was but I don't think I've got the video handy. Oh, I wonder if that's one of the ones of mine. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder if that's one of the ones that got taken off. I had a video taken off the other day, and I was trying to find which video it was, but it could have been that one. Building. Oh, it's his video that's gone. Oh, crazy. Oh, the videos all get taken down all the time. How funny. Marketer. So I'll try this one here and see if I can find. He was a policeman, and everything was just going pear-shaped. And then he found this new opportunity. Oh, there's this guy here. There he is. Now, I wonder if we can find him. He's now moved to Dubai, and I've heard that he's moved back from Dubai because it failed. But he was giving stories out about how life was shit. Oh, here it is here.
Good morning.
Yeah, where
Straight
is he?
away we have an error.
Here he is. Listen to this guy.
Rumble.
Listen to this guy. If you get to hear his hardship
Is
story.
also promoting it,
Oh, look, it's me without a
which is
beard.
quite ironic, really. So I'm just
Cool.
trying to figure out if doesn't look like he is.
No, he is. He was.
There he is. There's the homeless guy right there.
Oh, there he is.
Just out of interest here, this is quite
Here
funny.
we go. Listen to this.
Everyone's familiar with, I'm not going to name names, but a big bank term deposit account, right?
Is he
And
loud
you might
enough,
put
by the way?
$10,000
Anyone want to
into a
say?
term deposit accounts, and the bank's going to give you a measly 3.8%, which doesn't even.
I want to hear his
outpay
hard
but
luck
they don't
story.
destroy your principal, do they,
sitting in
mate?
The bank is literally going backwards on their highest savings.
I can't
program,
find
being a
it. But
term deposit.
if you search for
and you
Lauren
draw on that
Cameron,
before the end of that term,
this guy
you
here
can
has one of the
draw
best
that.
hard luck stories I've ever heard of. There he is. It's probably even that one there. But he's gone to Dubai with his family and now he's come home
He's
again.
trying to sell you in the way of
Here he
helping you
is. Where is he
breathe,
gone? There he is.
because
Organization or company or CEO extremely excited about.
he's extremely excited about it. And also, it's only brand new and it's already making him, as he claims in this video, $50,000 a week.
And you have an opportunity right now.
An opportunity. That's all we need.
Oh, shut,
to-
Gold, shut up. Let's get some more.
Technology is bringing two powerful, disruptive technologies together. One
And there's absolutely no basis to his claim that what he's about to show you.
But anyway, yeah, so I had to go there anyway. So that guy there, if you want to listen to a hard luck story, he's certainly got one. But yeah, so you said Freedom Crusaders. So maybe it's not a brand as such. But anyway, I always like to shut down. So he's obviously got some sort of proof that they've given away some money to charities. And I'm not against giving money away to charities. But sometimes we go on things, if it sounds too good to be true, it normally is too good to be true. And if you're giving away 80% of your turnover and you're using it as 99.9% of your sales pitch about how you're providing educational courses, I haven't seen, after all the research I've done on these two individuals, maybe they can gift me a course and I can go and do the course myself and see if it elevates me as an individual. But I can guarantee you that it will tell me that I'm not applying myself in the right way. These guys won't know me. They won't know my circumstances. Their courses, I don't believe, will help me other than just use my time. Now, if I'm sitting there and I'm twiddling my fingers in life and I'm motivated to get out there and do their courses and take my life to a new level, all I need to do is click on a sales funnel that looks like this. The highest paying residual program in the world unveils the turnkey residential income system where 80% of every dollar comes back to you. Now, if this is meant to help me in business, what is this helping me in business with? Just using Danny logic. This is telling me that this is amazing. But next minute, when I want to stop paying them $160 a month, they're going to put all the reasons why it didn't work for me back on me. And this guy here,
I've been helping people build income online since 2009. In that time, I've noticed two obstacles that stop people more than anything else.
what do you think they will be? Motivation? Oh, just guessing. So he's going to make sure you put sugar on your cornies in the morning or on your popcorn in the morning to give you motivation. I'm just guessing.
The first is credibility.
Credibility.
Would you buy a book on how to make money from someone who hadn't made any money? Probably
Wow, that's true. Would you listen to Warren Buffett or would you listen to Bernie Madoff?
not. In online marketing, your results and your story matter. If you
Okay, so this is I can't help myself here, but I think we're done with the blog. You'll find the blog. It's there. I probably will update the image because I don't want them to get all upset. The fact that this looks like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and it says multi-level marketing across the top. So I'm going to change that picture in this thing. So if you are looking at this on the video, do bear in mind, I'm not saying these guys are multi-level marketing because they just might get upset. But what I am going to do is I'm looking at this here, and he's telling me,
If you don't have them yet, it's sometimes hard to get people to trust you enough to buy. The second is tech.
all right, so these guys are claiming that they know how to get you to market. Now, somebody who's saying that should have more than 1,600 subscribers on their YouTube channel. Just saying. And I'm not even sure whether they have their own YouTube channel. And this is where, now, if he's going to say, I want credibility, now, what am I trying to say here? I'm saying if these guys, oh, look, Queen Glama streamed an hour ago. Are you live? Right. So we've got Paul Hutchins Home Business Academy comes up in the search results, but I can't see a YouTube channel. Oh, look, there we are. So far, that is the Home Academy, Home Business Academy review. What's this?
Are you looking to learn more about the Home Business Academy? Well, my name is Michael De La Cruz, and in this video, I'm going to share with you a complete Home Business Academy review. That way you'll know if it's worth it or if it's a complete waste of time.
Okay, so let's go down here and look. So now we'll have, okay, so we're going to see, get started here. Now, guess where that's going to go? Just curiosity out of that. So let's have a look. I bet it goes to a black and green screen. 1, 2, 3. Surprise. So now what I need to do, he has done a video, this guy, I don't know who the hell he is, and he's told you how good this is and why it's so good. And he's been probably told that he will become somebody if he does this course.
Okay, you can see in every disclaimer, you're going to see that average affiliates can expect to earn $328 with this business. If you want to earn much
average affiliate, he's even reading it. This is ridiculous. This is so funny. So he's even reading this and he doesn't even know whether it's per month, per day, per week, per year. And I can see the hesitation in his voice here. It's actually ridiculous.
Higher income amounts, work, skill, and commitment are required, like in any business.
Commitment. And they've called it a business. What type of, even $328 a week isn't a business.
Right? Like I said, this business so far has paid its affiliates $6 million.
And that's their sales pitch. So here he is, the guy is trying to create hype. They have already paid out $6 million.
Affiliate commission. Now, what are their products, right? Let's go ahead and see what are their products. Okay, so basically the products, they have 4 of them, just 4 products.
Just 4 products.
3 products that are subscription based, meaning that you pay monthly on those. And they have 1 high ticket product, which makes it 4 total. So the first product that they have is called Let's Go. If I go to the back office of it, as soon as you
see what he's got in
coaching, they also do events every year that you can actually.
So it's all a community, and this guy here is obviously paying the monthly fee because he has to pay the monthly fee so he can actually refer it to other people. So it's all about encapsulating your clients, I believe. Could be wrong. Do your own research, but let's go through home business. Does it really work? Okay, so this was a year ago, a complete walkthrough home business review that shows you how it works and their pricing. So I wonder if there's any critics.
If you want the ability to tell your boss to f off, you want to be able to wake up whenever you want and literally smash your alarm clock and never need to wake up to it ever again, or you want to make life-changing money, literally be able to make thousands to tens of thousands of dollars every single month in a way that is sustainable.
We should remove that box. Oh, you just did.
And that actually works. That is where you're going to want to work with the Home Business Academy.
Now,
I have reviewed the Home Business Academy before. You'll actually see right here me reviewing it before and how powerful it was.
He's got a Rolex, so he's doing really well.
Years ago, which is exactly why you need to keep watching as I walk you through.
So if you're selling affiliate marketing, then you've got all these numpies out there pushing it down everyone's throat, making statements that you may not be making as the company owner, but they may make accidentally, which could mislead people. And if you come down to here, oh, here you go, Crusader Home Business. So once again, guess what we're going to get? The black box, the black box. And we can read out about this guy. So this guy's going to be a multi-billionaire. He's got, he's claiming he's got 3,500 plus reviews. The world's #1 digital marketing consultant. Is this the same guy? Surely not. About Joel. So he's the #1 marketing guy. He went, he's only looks like he's, that's a pretty good claim. Man, this guy's amazing. This is my portfolio, my industry of clients. Okay. So did he just call himself, I want to go back here, the world's #1 digital marketing consultant? Grow your business now. 12 plus years impacting 20,000. I thought Tony Roberts would have been that guy. So let's have a look. Guess where it goes? Something went wrong. So the world's #1 digital marketing guy, when you click on his page, something went wrong. I mean, you can't make this shit up. So let's try it again. Something went wrong. Try it again. So these claims that these people that are marketing these products can make are just ridiculous. You know, like this is the bullshit that you're going to get if you start selling your products using affiliate marketers. Privacy policy, cookies, contact us. Maybe I should contact him and say, hey, do you realize your website's broken? And I thought you were the #1. And not only that, this guy's got 10,300 subscribers, which I'm now doubting is not real. He's got, he did this video last year, has got 440 visits. 5 months ago, he lost his momentum by the look of it. But let's have a look. We'll go to his lives. We'll see if he's got any lives. 8 months ago was his last live. And then his last video that he uploaded was a month ago. Let's see how we get, well, this digital marketing expert's going now.
With AI, you can now get as many leads as you want for free on demand. Now, most people aren't using AI the right way to do this.
Oh.
But because I've trained and worked with the largest companies in the world on incorporating AI.
He's trained and worked with the largest companies in the world with no verification of what he's doing.
Into the business, I want to share with you the same strategies that I've given
So,
them. So
he's got 10,300 subscribers, and I'm doubting very much that they're real. He's worked with the largest companies in the world, and he flicked up that screen. So he's telling us, this guy, that he's worked with all these large companies and done what? I don't even know any of these companies. Mailbox Secrets, Distributor, School. Oh, he's worked with School, SK, you know the one? It's big. So that's pretty impressive.
The world on incorporating AI into the business, I want to share with you the same strategies that I've given to them. So prepare yourself, strap in, and get ready to think about and write down
all in 7 minutes and 55 seconds.
Tell you, which is the 7 phases and things you must do so you literally can get as many leads as you want on demand. Phase 1. Most people will tell you you need to find your ideal audience. You have to figure out who they are. No, you don't anymore. That's a lie.
Oh.
All you need to do is go to ChatGPT, go to Claude, any of these different services, and go find me public social profiles of people who would be interested in my product and service and list what it is. I have an example
what do you
of
do, Matt?
exactly what you can put in the description of this video. Somewhere around it, you will find the exact thing to copy and paste to your LLM you are using. And then what it'll do is literally find people who could be interested in your product and services for you.
Maybe that's what the
next
insurance guy
step
just did.
is just have it do more of the work. So I said, make me a Google sheet or Excel sheet with.
Oh my God, I think somebody's just discovered ChatGPT. Anyway, I'm going to keep looking for other people who endorse the Home Business Academy. So we've met him. He's the world's best digital guy. Is that still the same guy? Mark Insights. Mark Insights. All right, so let's go to the next. We'll open up a few and we'll get them all ready to go. Join Paul Hutchin. We'll leave him alone because he is the man. Well, this guy. So would you believe these reviews? That is the question. Mark, I don't know if we've got Mark. I don't think we had. All right, keep going. John Davis. Oh, look, this is addictive. Here's Joe again. Home Business Academy review 3 years ago. No views. Oh, I'm going to have to go look at this one. Wonder why this guy's got no
hey guys,
views.
What's going on? Aaron here. If you're watching this video right now, you might be doing some research
no
on
views.
the Home Business Academy. This is by Mike Hobbs and Paul Hutchings.
So this guy's got 13,000 people 3 years ago looked at his videos.
And this is essentially a marketing system that will allow you to generate traffic and also build out your sales funnel. So let's take a look at it. And
So here's somebody who's builds, this is what they teach people, how to build out your traffic. And both of them YouTube channels are nothing flash.
And let's have a look whether it's worth your time and can you make money with this program? Can you learn to become a good marketer with this particular program here, all right?
So you're marketing, not to market your own business, but you're learning how to market to sell their businesses so you get 80% of the dosh. That's quite cool. Now this video is all bullshit. This guy tells us that he's got 83,000 subscribers. This video that we're looking at that we've just seen, it tells me that he's got 13,000 views and he's got 4 comments. And they all, that's it, 4 comments. Is what that is. The math on that doesn't work. So let's just go have a look at this guy out of curiosity. 3 years ago, all these videos, 136,000 views. Okay, so here's a video that's had 136,000 views, which is a lot of views. Let's see how many comments
Aaron, what's
he's got.
going on? If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out this website right here called TimeBucks, okay? And maybe you're wondering, is this legit? Can you really make money just by doing all these little things right here? Very, very simple. It
Post on
looks like,
Facebook.
Right? Let's find out exactly what this is. Is it legit?
Play games,
or are there better ways to
install
make money
apps,
online out there,
complete
right?
micro
Anytime you
tasks,
want to get my favorite way
answer
to get
surveys.
$10,000 a month, 100% from home, just click
Wow.
the link right below.
He might have all these people. What did we get? We've got 83 subscribers. He's got 1,600 videos. Maybe he just had a bad day on one of those videos. So let's just have a wee look. He doesn't do any lives. But anyway, here's a person that's got his face on every icon, really. That's who's promoting it.
Hey everyone, Mark here. In this review, I'll be taking a closer look at the Home Business Academy, often called HBA, a platform that claims to teach you how to build a profitable online business using automated funnels, affiliate marketing, and digital products.
Right. Oh dear. And look, go here. So we click on there. And where do we go? Black box. Oh, a different one. The best business to start 2020, hands down. Monthly sales, 35,000. Recruiting sales, 12,000. Total payable, $47,000. Let's have a look at this sales funnel. I love these sales funnels. Click here to watch the video to see how it works. I'm on there. I want that money. Get access now. We're on a sales funnel and it's 2pagessites.com is the sales funnel. And look, they've even got 871 reviews on Trustpilot, which Trustpilot only takes 5-star reviews. If you do 1-star reviews, they get removed. So that's bullshit straight away. Enter your email address. Oh my God, do I have to? Okay, I'm just going to go get an email address for the shits and giggles to keep you guys entertainment. Let's go get Alex Alex is a scammer that's just helped steal millions of dollars from people in Orlando. Copy email address. Right, so I can't go forward, but I really want this money. So I go here. Oh, I'll use that one. I'll use that one instead. I accidentally use your email address, Paul. Sorry about that. All right, so let's go. We're in another sales funnel.
I'm going to show you very quickly how I make reoccurring.
He's going to show us very quickly.
Monthly income, month in and month out, from tiny 2-page sites that act as a bridge to local business owners all over the world. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to not only explain why I believe it's the best business model to start no matter what year we're in, even if we went in the past 5 years or in the future 5 years. This business model doesn't change year to year. It doesn't change depending on what the market does. It doesn't change depending on...
Sounds too good to be true. I'm already bored. Here we go. Here we go. Look, $100,000, $50K. Oh, 300. All these people here are out there pushing those products. And then, you know, it's just crazy. So I'm a bit perplexed on that one because I'm trying to figure out why this guy didn't have the affiliate link. He's like used you guys, he's used your guys' names, and then he's promoted another program. Isn't that cheeky? Let's try it. It's the same one. So he's using your guys' brand, and then when you click on the link, I assume that is not associated with you guys. You might want to have a word to your affiliate partner, but I know what's happened here. This guy's done a video. It's got 61 views, 61 views, and then he couldn't afford to pay his monthly fees to this organization anymore. So he switched out the affiliate links to go into his next best hopeful opportunity. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So this is the type of things that happen. So now we're going to carry on. And
welcome to this video. This is Lisa Torres, and in this video, I'm going to share with you my review on the Home Business Academy.
And now all these people that are promoting the Home Business Academy, is it the same one? I presume it is. I'll just check the link. Have all been told this is how they market. So here's another lady. She's got 365 views, which is a good number actually, who've looked at her video and hopefully clicked on her link. And there's the link. And she's still here. So these guys have got all these young YouTubers trying to be YouTubies, and they've been creating all these videos because they've been told to. Now I can tell you the maths, 365 views on a video is not going to generate hardly anybody clicking on that link. Now they claim they've got a 6% strike rate. So I've just theoretically put that strike rate down. This is just ridiculous. Let's have a look. Life coaching.
Doing a daily mindset call. Weekly, we're doing a What's Working Now marketing mastermind. And the last Monday of each month, we're doing a guest presentation. And then here we have...
Now, I'd like to bet money on it that this lady is no longer in the system. All these things that you see people going into here are all things that you need to do. They're educating you. They're educational platforms telling you all the things you need to be a better version of yourself. To me, if I wanted to help you do drop shipping, because I do drop shipping for a living, I would say to you, look, first of all, yes, I might want you to, I might sell you a website. And then I teach you how to find products. I add them into the shop. I teach you how to write them so they're SEO friendly. And then I say, well, look, here we go. We're going to go that product there in that shop. And look, all these other people you can buy from here. You come down here, and I'm hoping like hell it's going to be here. No, there it is. So I am in the search results. Now, it doesn't mean that people are going to click on here and buy it, but it does mean that I'm going to have a good relationship in the search engines because my content is everywhere. But we teach people how to make that happen, and then we leave them to it. There's no monthly fee after I finish teaching somebody how to do that. And my websites, we set them up, we create them, we make them all look unique. And at the end of the day, that's what I do. Now, that I believe is a service. Now, I don't pay people commission. Some people say, oh, well, you pay me a commission if I sell it. Nah, not really into that. Maybe that's where I'm missing out. Maybe I'll be able to feed more children if I gave away 80% of my income. But then that would tell people, if I sold that website for $10,000 and I gave $8,000 to the person that sold that website to me, and kept $2,000 for myself, and then chopped up my $2,000 and fed the starving children in India, It just doesn't sustain itself. But these guys reckon that's the formula that they've got. But what they're actually doing is they're getting these people hopeful. This lady here,
Amy Starr Allen.
now I can guarantee you this lady here hasn't got a shit show in hell selling any of these courses. But no doubt she's invested $160 a month. And she was told that if she does a video doing a review and puts it on her YouTube channel from this community that she would have built up, blood, sweat, and tears, that if she sells it to somebody else, then she won't have to pay that monthly fee anymore. So let's have a look first of all and see. So she's had, let's have a look, affiliatemarketingjunkie.com. Let's see where that goes. Black screen. No, it goes straight in here. And look, her ID is 1174 if you want to see.
When we started this company, we hired
When we started this company. So let's have a look at something else here. Let's have a look at, first of all, we'll go to the bottom and we will see she's had 9 comments on her video. I'll give her another like. I'll do that. I'll be nice to her. But she's probably somebody who's struggling, trying to figure out how to make money. And they will, at the end of the day, she's decided that she doesn't want to be with us, with the Home Business Academy anymore. And she would have been gaslighted at the end of the journey, telling her that she didn't apply herself correctly to use their system. It's just stupid. Anyway, let's have a look at Amy. Let's see what Amy's doing now. So 5 days ago, Amy's got a good number of subscribers, 4.3, so 4,300 subscribers. She's done nearly 1,000 videos. Good on her. You've got to start somewhere, I always say. She does a few lives, 5 days ago. 3 months ago was her last live. If we look at her videos, she's getting 265, 116, 206, 74, 42, 166, 70, which actually, from my experience of YouTube, that's actually not bad. Good on her. Now let's see what she's now pushing.
Hey there, Amy Starr Allen here. And in today's video, I just wanted to give you another really exciting update that just got rolled out by the Home Business Academy. If you follow my channel, you know that I like to keep you guys in the loop as things evolve. Our platform is evolving very rapidly at the moment, and it's really exciting because the founders of the company, who happen to be dear friends of mine, and they're just brilliant guys, very heart-centered guys that really want to help people succeed faster. They have both learned how to do all of the coding for our platform. So they're changing things to be not only just unique, but to be extremely user-friendly and to help people succeed faster and generate residual income faster. So there's been a lot of recent updates happening, and there are more on the way. So, if you want to watch some of my previous videos with updates, you're welcome to do that. And for today, I just want to talk about something brand new that just got released last night for our members, which is the HBA emailer. So this is something, a question.
Now this lady, because I'm a YouTuber, I know she's got her YouTube channel set up slightly wrong. And if you do find me one day on the internet, reach out to me, I'll tell you why. But you can hear a crackle in the background. That's because she needs to change the setting in the back end of her streaming, which would get rid of that crackle, because I used to have that crackle.
Question that comes up quite a bit with people that are looking to join the Home Business Academy, wondering if they need a third-party autoresponder. And also for our new members, people that don't have any or much experience doing any kind of online marketing, some of our newer members have.
So what is online marketing? This lady seems lovely. I just don't like individuals like this being caught up in the hopeful category where they think they're going to make money if they spend the next 5 years ago. And how do I know that? There's a lady called, what's her name? Julie Anderson. Now, Julie Anderson was told, and same with Julie Anderson was a lady who was told that she would be able to make money out of doing multi-level marketing. And she did it for 5 years. And now she's one of the biggest advocates against multi-level marketing companies. And I know we're not talking about multi-level marketing here, but this lady is amazing. And she's even stood up and given a submission in the high courts in Washington, D.C. and all this sort of stuff. But if you want to learn about, is it possible to make the money that these companies put in front of you? So we've got graphs. Let's have a look. We've got graphs like this telling people that if they promote these companies, that they could possibly get $12,000 a month. if they have 100 people signed up on their platform, they're going to get $12,000 a month. So these guys will often work their asses off hoping that that is actually attainable. But the reality is it's not. And that's what really gets me. These guys here, it's all very well for them. They're giving their money away and feeding people. That's great. But other people are disheartened,
Hey
I
everybody,
believe.
it's Wisconsin
Here we
Chris.
go. Let's
Today
have a
we're
look at
going to
another
review
one.
the Home Business Academy, what it is, and if it's of interest to you. So before we get introduced into that, let me just introduce myself. I'm Wisconsin Chris. I'm a father of 4 from Wisconsin. And make sure you stay to the end so you have enough information to make. Business Academy combines affiliate marketing as well for higher prices.
So this poor guy here has got 158 subscribers, not even quite. I'll give it a subscription there. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel too. Be rude not to. Let's put that up on the screen, shall we? Branding. There we go. But he's got 138 views after a year. He's trying to get it off. He's trying to get things off to a start there. But once again, if you go to Chris, you click on that link, the page could not be found. And he's now switched out the affiliate link to lead pages. So he's still struggling to find a site that people will sign up for. It doesn't work, guys. All this is bullshit. If these guys don't have amazing YouTube channels, then they don't have the right to sit here and claim that they have got the experience.
Overwhelm. I've watched people get stuck for months and sometimes years trying to set up a domain name, configure email records, write a capture page, build a follow-up sequence, and it's only gotten more complicated, not less. All of that keeps people frozen. So here's what we did. If you decide this is for you, the second you join, here's what you'll get. A turnkey sales system that solves those problems.
It's called a black box.
Instantly. The exact capture page you saw right before this video, but coded to you. Your link, your leads. The exact sales page you're on right now, doing all the selling for you. Follow-up emails that go out to your prospects automatically. Written by me, the co-founder of this company with 2 decades of online marketing experience. But with your affiliate links in the emails so you collect the commissions. You can borrow my credibility and my story to make sales.
So you can tell people his story. He was living in a trailer park with 4 kids, didn't know how to make ends meet.
And you get all this the moment you join.
No fear of missing out there.
0 technical setup, 0 skill required. You also get Sage, our AI chat assistant. You can see it right now at the bottom right-hand side of this page. Sage has been trained to answer questions, help people decide if this is right for them, and if...
All right then, so let's have a look at Sage then. Sage is down the bottom right-hand side, down there, and go, could you... G'day, who is Danny D. Heck? Let's see what happens there. I'll spell my name right. Okay, Sage, do your thing. Let's have a wee look. Not familiar with Danny D. Heck. I'm only here to help with questions about the Home Business Academy. How much money is it realistically, how much money can I make per year from selling your platform? Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what it says. Okay, great question. The earning potential really depends on how many customers you refer and how consistently you work at it. That's all your fault. Here's a simple math on a yearly basis. If your customer uses 3 products, so if you have customers using 3 products, $128 a month, residual each, whatever that means, residual, I can't even say that word, let's fix it.
Residual
each. 4 customers, $6,000 a year. 8 customers, $12,000 a year. 20 customers, $30,000 a year. 40 customers, $60,000 a year. The beautiful thing is these are residual. Your referral, you refer someone once and keep earning month after month as long as they stay subscribed. Oh, there's the caveat. Of course, results depend on effort and consistent. But on your website, you say that the average person earns $328 a year. On your website, you say that the average affiliate Okay, let's see what they say to that. Affiliate earns, let's see what they that really, what have we got? Now we've got a long explanation. Let's read it. I quite like this, Sage. It's pretty cool. Happy with?
That's a really fair thing to bring up, and I want to be straight with you. I don't actually have that specific figure in the information available to me, so I can't confirm or deny it. I'd never want to guess or spin something I'm not sure about. For accurate income disclosure information, I'd recommend reaching out directly to the team at support@thehomebusinessacademy.com. They'll give you the straight answer. What I can say is that earnings vary a lot based on effort and consistency. Some members earn very little. Others earn full-time incomes. The training and tools are there, but results are never guaranteed. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I've got the exact text off your website. What do you think about this? Okay, here we go. So hopefully that works. Let's see if I blow it up. Right. Let's see how Sage works now. Thanks for clarifying that. Okay, so now it's just going to go back. This is this is AI. This is an automated response box, not AI. I can tell you that now.
Thanks for sharing that, and I really appreciate you bringing it up directly rather than just walking away skeptical. That's exactly the right thing to do. If that FTC disclaimer is accurate, then the average affiliate earns $328, and that's an important number to be honest about. What it tells us is that many people join, but don't put in the consistent work required to earn more. That's pretty common across most business opportunities. The average is pulled down by people who sign up and never really take action. It doesn't mean $328 is the ceiling. It means that's what the average person earns, including those who do very little.
Look, I don't know what
also
average
want to
means.
flag, the text you shared mentions $5 million in commissions paid, but my information shows over $7 million. So
Okay.
that disclaimer may be outdated. I'd never want to oversell this to you. It's a real opportunity, but it requires real work. The training, tools, and community are there, but results depend on what you put in.
I've gone to a few YouTubers and it looks like they're trying to promote your program, but it doesn't look like it's working for them. How do I find out whether they're still your customers? Oh, I've been a bit mean, aren't I? So, yes. So anyway, these guys' YouTube channel, I'm sorry guys, but they don't cut the mustard for somebody who's claiming they can help people. People like Julie Anderson will tell you all about it. You know, it's just good for you guys. You're at the top of the, I can't say pyramid, but maybe you are. I feel sorry for Mr. Winston, who's got 4 kids he's trying to feed. But at least he's still trying. Let's have a look at this guy and see if he's, a year ago, here we go, he's talking about affiliates. No, it's just affiliate shit. But that's what you're going to find. You're going to find every Tom, Dick, and Harry YouTuber trying to make money.
Hey, what's going on, my friend? Justin Temple here with a quick video. And are you searching for the Home Business Academy Premium Review 2026 to make sure that you are actually getting the right sponsor, the right bonuses, the best bonuses, and you...
Just going, because she said Julia hasn't been online for months. What's happened to her? She was an animal at one stage. We couldn't keep her offline. That's amazing.
You actually know what you're getting inside of the HBA Premium membership before you decide to pull out your card and take massive action in just a few minutes. Well, I'm going to let you know everything about Premium real quick in this video that other affiliates may not tell you, and I have been using HBA to build my business and other businesses and other people's businesses, and so I'm actually someone that uses this system very effectively. Now, what is the Home Business Academy Premium? It's going to be a product level inside of HBA where you learn how to do attraction marketing, lead generation, and how to convert leads into sales. So it's all about traffic, leads.
Well, hold on a minute. So all these guys with these videos, and when you click on their links, it takes you off to this. So is this the same company? How do I figure out who's behind this? So show us how to make money. First name, email. Well, probably is actually. So let's go Alex again. Alex, and we'll put Alec tweet on free at Gmail. And we'll see whether somebody's going to start getting spam now. Page not found. Oh my God, this gets worse. So I hope it's not your platform, mate. Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel sorry for these people. Oh, this is what every YouTuber, they try to start off. I mean, I feel I'm gonna message this guy. Can I talk to you? Hold it. Yeah, can I talk to you about the Home Business Network? It looks like your links are broken. Okay, so we'll just check him out there. I haven't really been chatting to Andrew Tate. He won't message me. I wanted Andrew Tate to come. So that's crazy, man. It's just no good, man. This is the guy that we busted.
Mr. Delgado, WESH2 Investigates. Can we talk to you about the charge against you?
WESH2 News was the only news organization.
So funny enough, the guy that's talking to him there is called Gray Fox. Christopher here has been running a $328 million Ponzi scheme, and I'm the whistleblower who started investigating back in the 1st of September 2025, and it's quite sad, really. But I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm trying to actually find if there's any news on Goliath Ventures at the moment. But anyway, that was only about a month ago, I think. But it's quite fun. But what we do every now and again is we have a look and see who's been doing any new videos. Oh, it's me. Whoops, me. Whoops, me. I'm the only one that's been doing videos on them. But they've got lawsuits coming out their ears at the moment. But they promised people that 3% return per month. Some people were getting 8% return per month. It's just unreal. And obviously now he's been charged by the IRS. You can see he's got ankle bracelets at home. 24th of September, Goliath CEO arrested on fraud. He's now living in an $8.5 million house. But anyway, if we went to news, the last one was 3 weeks ago, 1 week ago, 3 days ago. Here we go here. And there it is. So this lovely lady interviewed me. And you can see my name here, Danny DeHeck. The alert came from Danny DeHeck, an investigative journalist based in New Zealand. So that was exciting. When you click on there, oh presto, you get my website. And if you go down to my website here, you'll see, here I am, going on. But anyway, so that's quite good. Anyway, I thought I'd bring that up. Thank you very much for the nice story. His page is not working, so he needs some training.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mark Dayton, and in this video, I'm going to go over, can you really make money with the Home Business Academy?
Ooh.
And just so you guys know, my name is Mark. I've been doing this stuff for quite some time now.
There's your credibility.
I live out in New York, and
Ooh,
not
nice.
the city. I live out in the country. And anyways, I got into online marketing because I was sick and tired of having to change jobs every 2 years just to make a couple extra dollars.
So he's found the dream. He's got 120 subscribers, and he did this 3 months ago, and he got 74 reviews. Not bad, mate.
It's a life cycle that I don't recommend.
See, marketing's really, really simple. Now, how many people are actually searching for the Home Business Academy? So I used to own a business networking company, right? And I said, and then they said, oh, you should do some Google AdWords. And I said, okay then. And I said, well, how many people are actually searching for business networking in New Zealand? In the whole of New Zealand, 200 people were searching for the phrase business networking. And I said, well, I'm based in Christchurch, and Auckland's our capital, and Christchurch has got about 40% of New Zealand's population. About 40, maybe 20% of New Zealand's population. Not many. So the reality was I could do a Google AdWord campaign, and then I realized only 40 people, if I was lucky, were actually searching for that phrase. So let's just put it out there really front. If the Home Business Networking Academy was actually that good, people would search for it, find it in Google and click on it and bypass everything that you've just done. If that Medium article got listed and then other people got listed and then you've got the other YouTubers articles, it's probably their own YouTube channels, you can't get what I'm getting at. You can't get that name. Even I come up when you search for the Home Business Academy review now. Look at this. The Home Business Academy review exposed scam. That's my generic line. If you're in there. So click on that, and then here comes the Home Business Review. It's like no one's searching for it. So even if you create videos about it, unless you have a big following already, no one's ever going to be able to find your videos. And that's why when you look at these videos, the only people that are coming up are the people that are running it. You're never going to make money. And here they are doing hippie, hype sessions videos to keep you all excited, and positive. I mean, if that's what you need in life, then go to it and pay $160 a month and give 80% of that $160 away to some random YouTuber that decided to send you into a sales funnel. It's just absolutely just ridiculous. I don't like the marketing. And I will fix that image up because this isn't multi-level marketing, because even though it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's everything that they're using the same terminology as multi-level marketing. But the reality is I can't call it multi-level marketing. It's affiliate marketing. And if these guys want to give away 80% to you, telling you that you're going to make a huge amount of money, $12,800 a month, if you just give them 100 customers, go out there and try and find 100 customers that want to part with $160 a month and market that to your friends and family. Look, have you ever heard about the circle of friends that you have? Who's the 5 people that you talk to every day? Work that out. That's your closest friends. And those, if you're lucky, you've got 25 people. Got it right eventually. 25 people that are in your circle of friends. And then the greater circle of friends is about 50 people. So if you're going to sell this type of membership to a certain type of individuals, then you'll have to go outside your friends and family. And that either means that you pay for advertising, which can get very expensive very quick, to a target audience. And then you've got to figure out what the retention rate is. How long before these people sign up and want out? Do they lose 50% of their clients within the first 30 days? I bet you they do. It's not rocket science, it's tech science. So if this is a review, this is probably a review that you're going to listen to, and you're going to be thinking, do I want to sign up and be part of, I can't even remember the name.
Hello there, John Davis here, and I'm going to show you all about the Home Business Academy Funnel Builder. A quick overview, show you all the bits and pieces that go into this. Like you can see here, I've got my homepage.
So poor John Davis was probably told that if he pays $160 a month, he's going to be able to market this to other people. And if he gets somebody signing up underneath him, he'll only have to pay X amount of dollars. He's had this video online for 5 months. It's got 58 views. The guy's got 5 subscribers. This guy is trying to make an online income. He would have given up ages ago. I doubt very much that this guy's still a customer. And if he is still a customer, then it's not working for him, is it? So these online schemes do not work for anyone, I believe. And that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. But the reality is, I believe this is disgusting marketing. I went to town and wrote a mammoth blog. I actually wrote this last night before I went to bed. And then I wrote them a right of reply, which you can see in here. I've emailed them. They've responded quickly. They've provided evidence that they do give money to starving children. They even gave me a recorded message from a lady who's just ecstatic about what they did. They are probably enjoying their business. They're in Salt Lake City, so I'm guessing they might be Mormons, especially with 6 kids. I've got nothing against Mormons, but it does give me a bit of flashbacks, because when I was a Jehovah's Witness, the reason why I go after these people is because I used to sit in the audience. People used to get up on the stage and they used to tell me how to live my life. They used to tell me that everyone in the world was going to be destroyed and only the righteous people were going to inherit the earth. What a bunch of bogus lies. I don't believe that for a second. They told me not to talk to people, the worldly people. They told me to only keep within my community. 50% of the people that were in the Jehovah's Witness organization, half of them were in there because they did believe the Bible. The other half were in there because they were either trapped and they couldn't get out, and they liked the community that they were part of. And I was one of those. I did believe the Bible and I did enjoy the community. But when things got tough, they kicked me out. They didn't want me in there anymore. I spent 4 months of my life trying to get back in, and I got back in. And then 6 months later, I stuffed up again and got kicked out again. I spent another year of my life trying to get back in because it was the only thing I knew. There's better things in life. I live life. I've had a great life. I've traveled. I've been to about 45 countries, I think. Okay, I lost count now. And I'm one of the luckiest people on the planet. I don't have money. I struggle financially. I'm happy. I've got good friends in my life. But never, ever would you see me trying to tell somebody that they need to click on a link so they can sign up and learn how to become a digital entrepreneur. And then imagine how my friend's going to feel about it when they realize that I got 80% of the money that they pay each month. My friend's been signed up for a year now. He's been paying $160 a month. He's been paying nearly $2,000 in a year. And he realizes that $1,500 of that money is going in my back pocket. I don't think I'm going to have my friend for very much longer. But if you want to do that, no one's stopping you. I just don't think it's very ethical. In fact, I think it's damn right disgusting. And it's better I end this video now before I tell you what I'm really thinking. And I'll see you guys in the next video.